Hell yeah! Playing some Resident Evil 2, one of my most nostalgic games. You know, a lot of the PS1 era games are pretty damn nostalgic to me, and this is not only really nostalgic to me in terms of gaming, but also in terms of horror. Because this was one of those big, like, conquests.
I'm finally here.
As a kid, you know, when you're looking over the shoulders of others, older kids playing the game, you're feeling all anxious and scared and, you know.
Guys, I'm a maniac. Why do you bite me?
I love that line. Tend to use it every once in a while. But yeah, one of those games where you're kind of anxious and scared about it, but one day you go ahead and try it yourself, and your like hands are shaking and you're sweating, and you're like, oh, but it's the good kind of scared, the type of scared where you don't want to stop. You.
Hello. Look, I'm sorry I bothered you, okay? Just don't come any closer. Are you listening? Wait! Don't
Get
shoot!
down!
Please.
We can't stay out here. Head to the police station. It'll be a lot safer.
Well, hell yeah. But yeah, it's one of those things where you're just, you know, it's excitement. It's exciting to just, you know, go onward and just kind of like hear your own heartbeat kind of thing when you're opening doors and going into dark corridors and things like that. It's awesome.
What's going on? I arrived in town, and the whole place went
Great.
insane.
The radio's out.
You're a cop, right?
Yeah. First day on the job. Great, huh? Name's Leon Kennedy. Nice to meet you.
Mine's Claire. Claire Redfield. I came to find my brother, Chris.
Yeah, came to find her brother Chris, who was the main protagonist of the first game. The first game isn't nostalgic to me. I didn't play it as a kid, so.
Hey, could you open the glove box?
Sure. There's a gun inside.
Better take it with you.
Oh.
You okay?
Still in one piece.
Yeah, that guy's a maniac. Why do you run me over? Oh, goddamn. Yeah.
Claire!
Leon!
I'm okay. Head to the station. I'll meet you there.
Okay.
Yeah, in case you didn't know, this game came with 2 discs, one for each character you wanted to play as, and yeah, there's little differences. They were parted by an unescapable destiny. This is just the beginning of the worst nightmare. Yeah. Oh, goddamn! Oh, don't want to waste any bullets on y'all. Oh no! Not Mr. Blue Jeans, Black Tea. Oh! Into the gun store. There we go. Yeah, the tank controls of these early Resident Evil games are something that, if you're not used to them by, you know, playing these games a lot as a kid or something, you know, they can take some getting used to, but yeah, it's like you use the diangles to turn the character, and then you like put the gas on to move them onward like a tank, you know.
Freeze! Who are you? What are you doing here?
Don't shoot! I'm a human!
Whew. Sorry about that, babe. I thought you were one of them.
What's going on in this town?
Hold on. I ain't got no clue, darling. By the time I noticed something was wrong, the entire city was infested with zombies.
I don't know if it's right. I don't know if I remember correctly, but I always had got the idea that this took place somewhere in like Illinois or something like that. But I don't have a clue, darling. I just flew in from Texas or Oklahoma.
But don't you worry, girlie. You'll be safe in here. I'm keeping a close eye on things.
Well, that's good to know. But yeah, like I said, you can choose between two characters, the police officer Leon or Claire Redfield, and there's slight differences. For example, they have different weapon options, and they encounter different NPCs. The case is broken. There is nothing useful inside. Really? Nothing? There is nothing useful here. But yeah, the main difference is that they encounter two NPCs each, and those two NPCs warrant very different experiences of the game. With Leon, he is more entangled with NPCs that illuminate the sort of corporate espionage and the kind of backrooms, backstabbing, Machiavellian scheming that goes on in this evil corporation that's behind this zombie outbreak. And with Claire, she has a much more like a personal, human approach to the story because of the NPC she's entangled with. 9. Mein Leben. Now let's just calmly go behind the counter. We're safe here. Let's just wait out until them zombies come in. Oh. No hurry. Yeah, and in case you weren't able to tell, I'm playing this on easy. The difference is basically that on easy, this is much more of a shooter game because the main difficulty spike comes from the restricted access to a lot of equipment and gear, bullets and such. So it's like if you played on normal, he has stopped breathing. Let's grab his. Will you take the bow gun? Yes, sir. The bow gun is kind of like, I really don't like it. It shoots like 3 arrows at a time, and there's very little time between, shots, so its rate of fire is really good. But it doesn't push the targets back at all. So it's like, I use it against certain enemies, but not a lot of different enemies, alleyways. Oh! Let's take advantage of this chain-link fence here. Mr. Green Pants, Mr. Blue Jeans. Yep. Grab us. Oh no! Another green pantalooned fellow. Let's be done with you. And it's always a good idea to, not waste your bullets needlessly, but because this is on easy, it's pretty much fine if you decide to kill pretty much every zombie you come across. The harder difficulty is all about survival. It's kind of like, it's the difference often between like newer and older, like Dungeons and Dragons, if you ask me. A lot of the older Dungeons and Dragons games were really concerned with the amount of torches you had and whoa, no! That was a miscalculation. That's what I get for... Oh, no, no, no! Well, that was actually a pretty good... I'd gladly trade. Oh, no. There's love making noises. No, it's I'd gladly exchange all the bullets it takes to take a couple of zombies down for a single bite. But yeah, like I said, you know, in newer editions of I'm lactose intolerant. That sounds like me whenever I've been compromised. And the sounds that follow are not sounds I'm going to reenact. But yeah, the more whoa, 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 no. Oh, his arm tore off. That's fine. But yeah, like in the more modern tabletop RPGs, especially with Dungeons and Dragons and stuff, it's more of a power fantasy thing. It's more of a thing where you like the fact that you can handle just about every encounter you come across, whereas with the older editions, it was much more about like picking your spots and trying not to get killed and not needlessly get into combat. But combat is cool, man. Using your cool weapons in the police station. This is the main maze of the first half of the game. Because, like with a lot of games of this era, it's there's a limited amount of space you can fit onto a PlayStation 1 disc. So, it makes sense to create like a maze area and then have you like go, back and forth. That's gonna be a main theme with this game. An old fountain. Something is written here. To obtain the key to open your heart, I'll wait for the unicorn, the beautiful beast. Unicorn, huh? But yeah, it's like a lot of older games, like the classic Doom games. They're all about like going to one end of the map to find a key card so that you can go to the other end of the map to use that key card to get a new key card that works on the opposite end again. So, it's one of those kinds of games. It's like the first 3 or even more because of the like Code Veronica games and stuff like that for Resident Evil games use that formula. And I'm sympathetic to it because of the limited space, because this also came out like on Nintendo 64 that uses cartridges and stuff like that, so you have to take all that into consideration. So, and a lot of times these sorts of budget reasons wind up creating something very like unique in terms of like storytelling in gaming and pacing in gaming, so it's very neat. Couldn't resist. Oh man.
Hang in there. Are you the only officer left in the building?
Who are you?
Claire Redfield. I'm looking for my brother Chris.
We lost contact with him over 10 days ago. Chris, Jill Berry. Every last S.T.A.R.S team member has disappeared. We should have listened to them.
What happened?
About 2 months ago, there was this incident involving these zombie-like creatures in a mansion located in the outskirts of this city. Chris and the other S.T.A.R.S members discovered that Umbrella was behind everything, at the risk of their own lives, but no one believed them. me just rescue the survivors in the other rooms. Here, take this key card. You should be able to unlock the doors in the hall with this. Now go.
But
Just go.
Damn, man.
okay. Just hang in there. I'll be back soon.
Man's injured, can't move a lot. Except when he needs to leap to lock the door. That's something we always laughed at as kids as well. Like, the guy sitting on the floor on the other end of the room and can't, like, oh, I can't move my ass, you know? but when it comes down to lock the door behind him, he is like Superman. Yeah. If ever I need to sneak around, by the way, I can just do this. Not a sound. Not a sound to be heard. This is what I referenced when I was playing Metal Gear Solid, and Master called me to tell me how to walk on grids without making any noise. Yeah, I'm not gonna save the game. Those typewriters are where you save the game. Will you use the computer? Well, hell yeah. Door lock service. Hall side doors locked. The doors can be unlocked by a key card. Will you use the blue card key? Yes. Checking up ID card. Hall side doors lock released. Yeah, we're gonna start with the double doors there. But yeah, like I've said multiple times before, I like gaming. That's, you know, kind of relaxing and stuff, and that's why I mostly play games on easy difficulties. And you know, while the harder difficulties are a neat challenge, it's one of those things where, you know, I just like for example, with these games, I like these games more as shooters, like dark shooters, and not so much like survival horror, you know. And I don't know, if you look at other games that came later, it feels like they kind of steered more to that direction anyway. Police memorandum. This letter is just to inform everyone about the recent movement of equipment that has happened during the precinct's rearrangements. The safe with 4-digit lock has been moved from the S.T.A.R.S office on the 2nd floor to the Eastern office on the 1st floor. 2236, Raccoon Police Liaison Deputy. Well, the police memorandum has been filed. All right. Well, that's... but yeah, those big crates, yeah, those are something that you can store items to, and every time you come across one of those crates, you can grab the stuff you stored there. And as a kid, this was one of the scariest moments, just this little bit. See the complete soundless, like, silence, and then seeing something moving outside your window. When I was a kid, I was never scared of, like, things being under my bed, but I was definitely scared of things being outside my window. You know, seeing, like, a shadowy figure move there and stuff. But yeah, I know what it's gonna be, so I'm gonna arm myself with the crossbow. Oh, it's come in through there. Killed policeman or zombie. Blood dripping from the ceiling. I'm still fine. I've been bit twice and slashed at once, but I'm still fine. There you go. The lickers aren't that tough yet. They will become tougher later, but then again, later you'll have better weapons. It's locked. A spade is etched under the keyhole. Yeah, you're gonna find a lot of different different kinds of keys that have different card symbols on them. Clubs, hearts, spades, diamonds. Yeah. That's what's gonna make going back and forth, a thing. What's here? Is there anything here? It looks like an operation map. Go figure. Oh, nothing there. Is there anything here? No. It's a fireplace. An oil painting hangs above it. The title is A Sacrifice to the Hellfire. Damn. Later on, that'll become meaningful. If I was playing as Leon, he would have like a flip lighter, like a Zippo, and he could just light the fire there. Operation report. The Raccoon police deputy was unexpectedly attacked by zombies. Many have been injured. Even more were killed. During the attack, our communications equipment was destroyed, and we no longer have contact with the outside. We have decided to carry out on operation with the intent of rescuing any possible survivors, as well as to prevent this disaster from spreading beyond Raccoon City. The details of the operation are as follows. Security of armaments and communication. Chief Irons has voiced concern regarding the issue of terrorism due to a series of recent unsolved incidents. On the very day before the zombies' attack, he made the decision to relocate all weapons to scattered intervals throughout the building as a temporary measure to prevent their possible seizure. Unfortunately, this decision has made it extremely difficult for us to locate all ammunition caches. It has become our top priority to recover these scattered munitions, to unlock the weapons storage. As stated earlier, it will be extremely difficult to secure all the ammunition. However, a considerable supply still remains in the underground weapons storage. Unfortunately, the person in charge of the card key used to access the weapons storage is missing, and we have been unable to locate the key. One of the breakers went down during the battle, and electronics locks are not functioning in certain areas. It has become a top priority to restore the power in the power room and secure those locks. Recorder David Ford. 1 p.m. The west barricade has been broken through and another exchange ensued. We shelter the injured in the confiscation room on the first floor temporarily. 12 more people were injured in the battle. 3 additional people were killed following the sudden appearance of an as of yet unknown creature. This creature is identified by missing patches of skin around razor-like claws. However, its most distinguishing characteristic is its lance-like tongue, capable of piercing a human torso in an instant. Their numbers are well as their location remains unknown. We have tentatively named this creature the Licker and are currently in the process of developing countermeasures to deal with this new threat. Alright. Well, good to know there's ammunition to be found on the basement floor, but that comes later. And yeah, Lickers. Ugh. there's a lot of things having to do with this. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Oh shit! I thought I could have. All right, now I'm on the kind of like. What? Whoa, whoa, whoa! What am I doing, Mr. Green Pants? No! Fuck you! Well, let's use one of these. Let's also fill up our gun. But yeah, I was like being flanked there. The zombies coming from both sides. Can't be having that. Oh, you sneaky son of a bitch. Thankfully, because of this angle, well, you would have sucked at sneaking anyway because of your moaning. Let's see. It's locked. A diamond is etched under the keyhole. Oh, a lot of herbs. There's 3 kinds of herbs in this game. There's green, which are just basic healing. Then there's red, which do nothing unless you mix them with a green one, and then they become like more potent healing herb. And then there's blue ones, and I think the blue ones, you know, they heal poison, but I don't think poison is that much of a concern. On easy. I'm also gonna put this here for now because I know for a fact that I mainly want to use it's locked. A special kind of key is required. Yeah, behind those locker doors are alternative costumes for your player characters, and you get the key for that locker by coming to the police station without picking up any items. So, you know, I can develop film here. You'll wind up discovering film rolls while you adventure on, and those are just added flavor, added lore. Yeah. Let's go upstairs. But I personally enjoy this angle thing, these fixed angles, as well as these loading screens of these doors. In some games and on some consoles, the loading times are a lot harsher, so I can definitely understand. The knob turns, but the door won't budge. It seems to be sealed from the other side. I can definitely understand with, you know, people who get frustrated with the whole loading time thing, but I personally enjoy it. They always work, especially when I was a kid, to build up the anxiety and the kind of anxiousness of like what's on the other side, and with the silence and just the creaking of the doors and stuff. And also these fixed angles, it's what I said about Final Fantasy VII as well, is that I'll much rather take better looking backgrounds that are fixed than worse looking backgrounds that, you know, follow you from behind you like a third-person shooter. And if this game is more about horror and atmosphere, then those fixed angles work a lot better to help with that rather than with a shooter, which would benefit from the kind of angle that follows you. Something is written on the mounting. The god of the sun and the god of moon. They gaze upon me is the only thing that can release a red soul. Alright. Hello, God of the Sun. These are this level of like puzzles in video gaming is like my level of like these are real like for anybody who's like at all good with video games and puzzles and stuff. This is just busy work to them. But for me, this is the sort of stuff that that I can handle and that make like puzzles fun. Because when they're just too challenging, I just get frustrated and I just want to be done with it. So not that much of a puzzle gamer, even though I really love what is it called? Portal games. I'm not that good at them, but they sure are fun. Will you take the red jewel? Yeah, I'll need 2 of these. The other one I get from the fireplace. But I'm not in a hurry yet to place them anywhere, because, again, you will place them somewhere. Is that a packet of bullets? No. Oh, S.T.A.R.S room. I should really hope to get my brother Chris from here. Or at least get some info on the man. There are various trophies. One of them reads, Marksman Contest winner Chris Redfield, my brother. It's trashed. Someone must have searched the disc. Let's see. Oh, there's some pistol parts here. It appears to be a replica of a gun. The owner is probably a member of the NRA. Okay. And yeah, I think that's also something that has to do with when you play this game with one of the characters, then you load that save and play with the other character. After that, you can play it for a third time with a very different kind of plot. A plot that includes a kind of a wandering boss monster called Mr. X. And every time you beat him, you get gun parts or something, if I remember correctly. Unless I'm getting it mixed up with the Resident Evil 3, where you get that every time you fight Nemesis, another wandering monster. But yeah, there's Chris's jacket that has the same back piece as mine with the angel. Let's see. A diary. Chris's diary. I talked to the chief today once again, but he refused to listen to me. I know for certain that Umbrella conducted T-virus research in that mansion. Mansion from the first game. Anyone infected turns into a zombie. But the entire mansion went up in that explosion at the end of the first game, along with any incriminating evidence. Since Umbrella employs so many people in the town, no one is willing to talk about the incident. It looks like I'm running out of options. August. We've been receiving a lot of local reports about strange monsters appearing at random throughout the city. This must be the work of Umbrella. August. With the help of Jill and Barry, characters from the first game, I finally obtained information vital to this case. Umbrella has begun research on the new G virus, a variation of the original T virus. Heavens, they done enough damage already? What happened to that? We talked it over and have decided to fly to the main Umbrella HQ in Europe. I won't tell my sister about this trip because doing so could put her in danger. Please forgive me, Claire. Yeah, it's not like not telling me is putting me in danger by coming to get your ass. Chris's diary. Will you take the unicorn medal? Yes. You've taken the unicorn medal. Yeah, that's for the main hallway of the building where the statue was that said that it's waiting for a unicorn to appear. So that. There are unopened cardboard boxes. It looks like a rookie's desk. Was like, there's a red cross, goddammit, right there. Like, it's like, here's some health for you. And it's nothing. Oh, yeah. Now I get the G launcher, grenade launcher, and it's, that's gonna be my main, like, secondary weapon. It's basically for, like, crowd sweeping. If there's a bunch of zombies, if I just fire that, they'll all, like, fall back, you know. Ooh. Fax machine. funny in all this time. It's like if you go to modern day Japan, this is what their tech department looks like. Even to this day, they're super attached to their fax machines. Federal Police Department Internal Investigation Report. Mr. Chris Redfield, Raccoon City Police Dept. S.T.A.R.S Division. As per your request, we have conducted our internal investigation and discovered the following information. 1. Regarding the G-Virus currently under development by Umbrella Inc., so far it is unconfirmed that the G-Virus even exists. We're continuing with our investigation. 2nd, regarding Mr. Brian Irons, Chief of the Raccoon City Police Department. Mr. Irons has allegedly received a large sum of funds in bribes from Umbrella Inc. over the last 5 years. He was apparently involved in the cover-up of the Mansion Lab case, along with several other incidents in which Umbrella appears to have direct involvement. Mr. Irons has been arrested under suspicion of rape on 2 separate counts during his years as a university student. He underwent psychiatric evaluation as a result of the charges, but was released due to circumstantial evidence as well as his phenomenal academic standing. As such, extreme caution is advised when dealing with him. Jack Hamilton, Section Chief, International Investigations, United States Federal Police Department. Damn, Chief Irons, what a piece of trash. It's like your, he's like your regular, like, serial killer type, you know, academic genius, but also like a depraved piece of shit. There we go. It's locked. A spade is etched under the keyhole. Okay, we've now seen clubs, diamonds, and a spade. So now we need to go back. We have the unicorn medal. We'll put that into the statue in the main hall, and that'll give us one of those keys. I can't remember which one. But as we go, I'm gonna go and drop into the storage crate the diamond thing. I'm not gonna need it right now, and one of the main things that this game uses for that whole survival thing is how limited my my inventory is. Now, oh no! It's like a singles night on a the cruise ship. Oh goddamn! Thankfully, those didn't do any damage. They're just there as a jump scare and some added flavor. But yeah, I figured I'd play as Claire, even though Leon's scenario is more nostalgic to me. It's, you know, nostalgic to the point where I feel like at all times I know where I need to go. Oh, by the way, I keep forgetting because I'm so used to playing as Leon. Claire has lockpick. So whenever there's little things like this, the disc is locked. Will you use the lockpick? Yes, you have used the lockpick. Now this piece of shit is gonna take up some of my inventory space, but thankfully the crate is right in this room. I'm not gonna need to carry this with me. But yeah, with Leon, you need to find individual tiny keys to open these little deposit boxes with. I'm just gonna keep those, and you know that's one of the ways they differ. You know, Claire will eventually find a flick lighter, just like the one that Leon has. Here we go. Makes perfect sense. But when you get to know the chief, okay, Spade. So this was the very back. It might have also been the first one. I can't remember right now if it was the first door clubs. I remember the diamond one was the one that was close to the room where you can develop photos. But yeah, this is what it's gonna be. The grand majority of the game is just gonna be running back and forth. Oh, it was. I can't recall if there were zombies here, and goddammit. Some of these very tight, small rooms like this. No, there aren't. Are sometimes like ambush spots where you open the door and immediately you're surrounded by zombies. Yeah. Put the step ladder. What are you doing, step ladder? Okay. Can't recall if there's patrol report. Patrol report, September reporter Sergeant Neil Carlson. We received a report of a suspicious individual skulking around the sewers in the outskirts of Raccoon City. I searched the area and located the individual, but he ran away before I was able to question him. I recovered the following items: a small amount of C4 plastic explosives, an electronic detonator, 9x19 parabellum rounds, infrared scope. End of report. I think I know who he's talking about, but files on various cases. None appear to be useful. Visual materials. And I'm not going to take an ink ribbon. Ink ribbons are used to save the game on the typewriters. A copy machine. And yeah. Since I'm planning on playing this game through in one sitting, when it comes time to basically like start saving the game, it's gonna be because of me going to places where I'm kind of concerned that if I get like if I simply screw up and get cornered badly, or just don't remember to use healing or something, and if I die, that I don't want to start from a really early part, So let's just store up that crank. But yeah, it's like I said earlier, like the Leon scenario is more nostalgic to me, and I prefer Leon's weapon options. He basically just has the shotgun at the start, whereas Claire has both the grenade launcher and the bow gun. But I really don't like using the bow gun. But thankfully, you get a lot of bullets on easy for the grenade launcher, so you don't have to worry about that too much. Oh no!
Help me!
Well, goddamn! Stay away from that child! There you go. But yeah, that kid is one of the NPCs, one of the two NPCs. The kid and the police chief are the ones that I get to encounter, and that goddamn little kid went all Solid Snake on me and and crawled through the ventilation shaft there. But yeah, precinct key. This key isn't useless now. Discard? Yes. Get to release some storage space on my inventory. Very precious storage space. Leon.
Leon!
Claire, you made it.
Yeah. Have you seen a little girl around here?
Yeah, you just missed her. Who is she?
I don't know. But it's too dangerous for her to stay here alone. Leon, I'll go look for her. You go and find us a way out of here.
Of course. But before I forget, here's a radio. That way we can keep in touch if something comes up.
That was some fine police work there, Leon.
I'll go look for her. You go and find us a way out of here.
He spotted the girl, but was maybe he was just walking and wandering around because he was looking for her as well. Let's not be too harsh on old Leon. But yeah, like I said, the Leon section is more nostalgic to me, but the Claire section is definitely better, if you ask me, in terms of story. And I've kind of like already, with a couple of my playthroughs with Final Fantasy VII, I picked my teammates to be the characters I personally prefer, as opposed to the characters that best bring out the story elements of the game. And with Metal Gear Solid, I also did that with having Meryl survive instead of having her die as a tragic ending. And the tragic ending, I think, is 10 times better than the happy ending of her surviving. So now, this time, instead of going with the playthrough that's more nostalgic to me, the Leon one, I'm doing the one that's better. Let's do this puzzle out of the way so that it is done. But yeah, a bronze plate with a picture on it. Yeah, you can see there the brackets that the shelves are allocated to. There's like at the very edges, and then there's basically like in the middle, leaving one space between the shelves. So here we go. Push the button. So yeah, there you can see. So we need to push this one to the right so that it's in the bracket, and then we need to push this one to the right, and there we go. And it will be a long time before I need this piece that I got out of this. It's in like a piece of Aztec. Will you take the Serpent Stone? It's part of this kind of Aztec wall piece. But once I have like 4 pieces, like 3 pieces, but one of them is split in half, at that point I'll be able to put them into a frame, and again something will open. Oh, hi. Well, every time you see the red puddle form underneath them, it's safe to go. Oh, the pixels. Oh, you should see the pixels, Spaniard. Let's activate this fire escape ladder. This way I can go between the balcony level here and the bottom. It'll help with the backtracking a little bit. Whoops. calming red that appears. Ragad. Alright. What's that there shining? Okay, now we have the flip lighter, so now we can go down and get the jewel from the oil painting above the fireplace. First of all, let's just put this here. If I go do that now, I can just put both that and the flip lighter into the storage and be done with it. So again, it's like I'm sure somebody who would be like more familiar with this game would have it like mapped out and figured out like in which order you should go and do which puzzles, just to optimize the amount of back and forth you need to do in this game. But yeah, it's like it's no biggie to me. This is just what the game is. It's running around back and forth. For me, the Resident Evil games are like a curious bunch. It's like the first Resident Evil game kind of flew like by my radar. I never saw it as a kid. Never had a friend who had the game or anything. And Resident Evil 2, that was a different deal. It was kind of like when Final Fantasy VII came out and it was super popular and everybody knew about it. Everybody had it and all that. But everybody was kind of like, Final Fantasy VII? Like, how come we haven't heard about the earlier games and stuff? And, it was kind of the same thing with this. And when I eventually did get my hands on it, after I had gotten used to this, and also had seen, like, Resident Evil 3, which is basically, like, exactly like this game, except all the kinks kind of, filed and edged and cleaned up. Some fine work from somebody to do all this, to hide all these different things. Another red jewel, there we go. Now let's go straight on back. But yeah, in like Resident Evil 3, you can walk on stairs without having to like activate walking on stairs, because that's what I do every time I walk on stairs. It's just like opening doors. I have to walk up to them and then press X and it'll activate the walking animation. In Resident Evil 3 you can just walk on them or run on them. And yeah, these controls are something that I don't know how well, if you haven't played this game, how well you can determine by just looking at it how it plays. But yeah, it's, if ever there was a very good description of these mechanics, the tank controls is exactly that. It's like I'm driving the character. Yep. Hit your forehead on it, like I, or your jaw. Yeah. But yeah, with the I didn't like after having gotten used to Resident Evil 2 and also seeing 3, the first game seemed too clunky and too like stiff and too like as a kid it was like one of those things where you cared about them graphics and stuff more than I do now. And Resident Evil 3. Ooh, Secretary's Diary, April 6th. I accidentally moved one of the stone statues on the second floor when I leaned against it. When the chief found out about it, he was furious. I swear the guy nearly bit my head off, screaming at me never to touch the statues again. If it's so important, then maybe he shouldn't have put it out in the open like that. April 7th. I heard that all the art pieces from the Chief's collection are rare items, literally worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. I don't know which is the bigger mystery, where he finds these tacky things, or where he is getting the money to pay for them. May 10th. I wasn't surprised to see the Chief come in today with yet another large picture frame in his hands. This time it was a really disturbing painting depicting a nude person being hanged. I was appalled by the expression on the Chief's face as he leered at that painting. Why anyone would consider something like that to be a work of art is beyond my comprehension. Yeah. See, that's the thing. The Chief is the weirdo who's hanging all these paintings and statues and hiding the keys and hiding the ammunition and all that to sabotage. Sabotage basically the. Oh, okay. Oh, there's a burning police officer. Did he die? Yeah, he did. So it's at least something that's, you know. A helicopter has crashed through the wall and is burning and blocking my passage. But yeah, it's at least something that the game explains in a way where it's like. Oh, where does this lead to? Oh, I think I remember. Yeah, this leads to another room that I'm gonna go later into, and well, let's take the herb. It's gonna take up some precious room, but if I need to free up some room, I can always combine herbs. You can combine 2 herbs into making like a more potent healing thing. No! Damn birds. There's the burning wreckage. Need to find a valve and pour some water on that thing. But yeah, it's don't try to fool me, Mr. Green Pants. Alright, nice. Let's go to handyman's groundskeeper's place. Here. There's the valve. Oh, and another bow gun. This means I do have to combine these. Combine. There. A paper full of snot. Just boogers. But yeah, you can add a third one as well. That's an ink ribbon. I'm not gonna pick that up. But yeah, here's the valve. Valve handle, yeah. And while it looks like a lot, that it has like 18 darts on it, it shoots 3 at a time, so it's, you know. So let's, I know what's behind this door, but I'll just show you. It leads to the city. Nani? easy. But yeah, that's the grenade launcher for you. But yeah, let's see. I think that's the only door. It's too dangerous to go back outside. I think that's the only door in the game that does that. So, you know, it's a neat little surprise. But yeah, it also like makes sure that you know that there's no going outside the police station. Like it might have been kind of easy to come in here, but during the time that you've been here, it's turned into much more of a hell than it was earlier. There's no going back. The water pressure valve it reads, excessive pressure may rupture the water tank. Oh, you don't say. But yeah, like I never played Resident Evil 3, really. I just watched as a friend of mine played it, and it just never, it wasn't my thing. I really didn't care that much for the characters, and I never, the whole Nemesis thing, stalking you, that never, clicked with me. I mean, he looks neat and all, but it's one of these things where if you don't find him cool, then there's really nothing you can say beyond that. And then when Resident Evil 4 came out, I was a teenager, and I remember that was a super popular game in our student dormitory. It's when it originally came out and it was only for GameCube, it was people were so happy after being kind of snobbish sometimes about different consoles and all that. All of a sudden Nintendo was the everybody's favorite console. Everybody wanted to play one person's GameCube because they normally had Mario Kart and Mario Sunshine and Zelda Wind Waker and stuff like that on the console that they played, but once Resident Evil 4 came out, that was all everybody was interested in. And I never really got into that much. I tried it, but the quick time events and the kind of button mashing moments, that for some reason I just sucked at them. It was just every time a boulder rolls at you and you have to tap, or the lake monster is after you and you have to swim and stuff. I just never could do it. I was tapping my... Oh, I forgot that was coming. Yeah, somebody screeched. A woman screaming. Coming from the room behind the wreckage. Oh, yeah. This is the place where you need those gemstones. An armored stone statue that the stand reads, Tyrannos the Brave revives with 2 lights. What's there? Ah! Diamond key. Thank you. And if I remember correctly, I'll get one of those Aztec puzzle pieces once I bring the gems here. But yeah, the scream was here. The door is broken. Can't go any further. There's no choice but to take out the wall. Yeah, the report said that they had stored away a C4 plastic explosive. So that's what I need to get. But while I'm doing this, I might as well let's just put this away for now. And let's grab these because the place is so close now. I'll just go there right again, and I'll come back and bring the Aztec stone tablet back into storage. So let's go. Yeah, with Resident Evil 4, I really liked that game. It was so refreshing to be out of Raccoon City and out of the regular Umbrella stuff. I had played Code Veronica X on on PlayStation 2, and while I enjoyed it, like seeing Claire Redfield again in that game, the game has, it's an okay game. It feels like if you play this game and then the next game you play is that, it feels kind of like, it's same familiar stuff but with certain upgrades. And in that kind of way, it's nice, and it's also there's one of the stones. It's also nice that it gives more like Chris Redfield's diary said that he's gone to Europe. That's where he's gone to in Code Veronica X. He go to Europe, where the Ashford family, who are basically the people behind the whole Umbrella Corporation, the whole direction it went into with all this kind of monster creation stuff. It's all neat, and it's also I like the villains. I like a lot of the monsters in that game, especially the boss monsters and stuff. They have pretty cool designs, but it's just, if you were expecting or hoping as a fan that the series would develop further, that game feels a lot like the series is stagnant, And when Resident Evil 4 came out, that was the thing. That was the refreshing thing. Finally the series is moving into a new direction, and it was much more of a shooter game from there on in. But yeah, I always enjoyed the visuals, the character designs, and all that stuff, and of Resident Evil 4, and that was that was a lot of fun. I think this place, because the other storage area didn't have zombies swarming it, this is exactly this is exactly the place where I originally went, and the library thing, the file storage room. The one I'm going into now is the one that's next to the photo developing room. There. And there I'm expecting to get mobbed. That's the thing with Leon. Use the precinct key. With Leon, I remember exactly where zombies will mob you. Alright, and the rest I'll do this. Because I think they're still... No, you son of a bitch! Just to be sure, because I have tons of nothing here. I have tons of bullets for the regular ass pistol. Let's see. More arrows. Oh no! Yeah, I kind of shot myself in the foot because now. Oh. Use the lockpick. See, because here's the plastic explosive, and all I need now to destroy the wall being blocked by the helicopter is a detonator. And I'm pretty sure a detonator is found on the other side of that. The 36 arrows for the bow gun. Let's see what's here. I remember. I can distinctly hear the echoes of Maybe we should have some sort of a like thunder, lightning, kind of like code word. If I yell out, he should say. Yeah, let's back up. Back up. Too bad. But yeah, there's a detonator, so let's just be rid of the consumables at this stage. Let's just... I have so many, like, healing herbs and stuff. Will you take the detonator? Well, hell yeah. Let's... Because that's the thing, I'm gonna combine these. Now I would have that room, but can't be helped. There's nothing here. Yeah, the room seems... Oh, they had party hats ready for... Yeah, I know if you play as Leon, the guy says, "Sorry, but it looks like your party has been cancelled." So they had a surprise party for Leon. Poor bastards. But yep, now it's about going back, all the way back to the main hall, going up the fire escape, going to the room where, the hallway where there's the helicopter car wreckage and blowing the hell out of it. And beyond that is whoever made that scream, that horrible scream. But yeah, beyond Resident Evil 4, it starts to get completely muddled for me. I never, like, looked into Resident Evil 5 or 6, and when 7 came out, it looked very appealing because of a lot of the villains. The tall woman is, of course, very, like... she has a wonderful character design and voice acting and everything like that, but of course there's also the thirsty side of that equation. So, of course, I'm not immune to my humanity. You know, tall lady good. But also the werewolves looked really neat and all that, but I just never wound up trying it out, and I'm not even sure if if Resident Evil 8 is already out, if there's a thing like that. I'm just completely out of the loop. I haven't even tried the Resident Evil 2 remake, even though this game is so nostalgic to me. It's like I haven't been that interested in it, mainly because the mechanics of it, like being in this pitch black dark room and having a flashlight and all that, it gives me a lot of Doom 3 vibes, and I don't know if that's a fair thing to to say about it, or fair assessment, but it just gives me the type of vibes where I'm like, it doesn't look like my thing. It's kind of like I remember when a lot of my friends who know how much of a RoboCop fan I am sent me all the trailers to the RoboCop video game where you're like a first-person shooter. First-person shooter RoboCop game, and everybody's like, "Oh, look how neat it looks! You can hear the foot sounds of RoboCop, that are familiar from the movie and all that stuff." And while I was looking at it, it just looked like this is gonna be fun for like 5 minutes, and it's gonna turn tedious after that. And I don't have that sort of fanboy bone in me where it's just, as long as it has the familiar coat of paint on it, like, I'm all in, and here's my money. Of course, I'm more susceptible to that with some things more than with others, but, with some things, like, I've been burned too many times. I've seen way too many RoboCop spin-offs and sequels and TV shows that just suck, and just because it's RoboCop, it's not worth it. And even though people say a lot of good things about the Resident Evil 2 remake, it doesn't look like it's my thing. And I might try it if it comes up on like PS Plus for free sometime, but you know, that's about it. You know, being a Final Fantasy VII fan, and you know, the remake was okay, but I'm glad I didn't pay any money for it. Let's say. Oh, there's a woman. She let out the screams.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I thought you were another one of those zombies.
Are you Chief Irons?
Yes, that's me. Just who are you? No, don't bother telling me. It makes no difference. You'll end up just like all the others. That's the mayor's daughter. I was told to look after her, but I failed miserably. Just look at her. She was a true beauty. Her skin nothing short of perfection. But it will soon putrefy and she will turn into a zombie within the hour like all the others.
There must be some way to stop it.
In a manner of speaking, there is. Either by putting a bullet through her brain, or by decapitating her completely. And to think that taxidermy used to be my hobby. But no longer. Please, I'd really like to be alone now.
I don't know if there's any bite marks on her, or if he was the one that created that blood splatter, being the type he is. Maybe he was trying to force himself on her and lost his cool, I guess.
Please, I'd really like to be alone now.
You fucking bastard. Ugh. Can't put a bullet in him. Oh, I sure would wish to. But yeah. I'm gonna go have a little bit of a bio break. I'll be back in a sec. Alright. Let's continue on. Damn chief. Sure has a nice office, but that's the thing, yeah. Like they explain away the whole, why the keys and you know, trinkets and stuff are hidden away in curious little places, like we're in some kind of a Cluedo mansion or something like that, by having the chief be like a weirdo like that. But also, I heard some footsteps. Also, there's the fact that where does he get the money for this? Might be tied to why all of a sudden all the weapons are kind of scattered about, why the keys are scattered about, and why he's sabotaging this police station. Follow the money. Follow the money. It's a switch. Will you push it? Well, yeah.
Wait. Let me go. Easy, easy there. I'm not a zombie. You're safe now. Leon, come in. I found the girl, and I've cleared the wreckage that was blocking the corridor.
Got it.
My name's Claire. What's yours? Sherry. Do you know where your parents are? They both work at the Umbrella Chemical Plant, near the city limits. The chemical plant? Then what are you doing here? My mom called. dangers here as well. You'd better come with me.
But there's something out there. I don't know what it is, but I saw it. Much larger than any of those zombies. And it's coming after me.
What was that?
That's what I was telling you about. It's here.
Sherry, wait!
As a kid, that scream was one of those things that really got me like, oh, like really scared because it goes like dead silent, and then there's like, oh, but I gotta tell you, these days it just reminds me of Frank Drebin getting bitten in the nose by a fish in the first Naked Gun movie. It's like, I wish there was some kind of a video splicing of the two, of either Frank Drebin letting out the William scream or them hearing Frank Drebin go, yeah! Oh. Well, healing spray. It doesn't look like it's been used. There was definitely, file here. Secretary's Diary B, June 8th. As I was straightening up the chief's room, he burst through the door with a furious look on his face. It's only been 2 months since I've started working here, but that's the second time I've seen him like this. The last time was when I bumped into that statue. Only this time he looked even more agitated than ever. I seriously thought for a moment that he was going to hurt me. June 15th. I finally discovered what the chief has been hiding all along. If he finds out that I know, my life will be in serious danger. It's getting late already. I'm just going to have to take this one day at a time. Glad they're like dropping these hints like one at a time, but we're pretty much like the psychographic profile of the chief is pretty clear. The man's a maniac. And the secretary even said in the first diary that he attempted to bite her, or that she was scared he would bite her. The guy's a maniac. Why'd he bite me? Sure, the secretary had a masculine voice like that.
Chief?
Alright. Now this is... there's another... Chief's Diary, September 23rd. It's all over. Those imbeciles from Umbrella have finally done it. Despite all their promises, they've ruined my town. Soon the streets will be infested with zombies. I'm beginning to think that I may even be infected myself. I'll kill everyone in the town if this turns out to be true. September 24th. I was successful in spreading confusion among the police as planned. I've made sure that no one from the outside will come to help. With the delays in police actions, no one will have the choice to escape my city alive. I've seen to it personally that all escape routes from inside the precinct have been cut off as well. There are several survivors still attempting to escape through the lower levels, but I'll make sure no one gets out. September 26th. I've had a change of heart about the remaining survivors inside the precinct. I've decided to hunt them down myself. I shot Ed in the back through the heart less than an hour ago. I watched him writhe in pain upon the floor in a pool of his own blood. The expression on his face was positively exquisite. He died with his eyes wide open, staring up at me. It was beautiful. I wonder if the mayor's daughter is still alive. I let her escape so I could enjoy hunting her down later. I'm going to enjoy my new trophy. Yes, frozen forever in the pose I choose to give her. There's a button below the picture. Will you push it? Push the button. The sacrifice dies by the claw of the jaguar. Its blood forms a serpent that poisons the earth. An eagle glistens, bathed in blood, and the gateway of doom will open. Yeah, that's where I need to put the 3. Oh, what was there something on the table? No, it's just a piece of shadow. But now it's time to go to the main hall and go to the other door that originally opened when we went to the computer of the hall to open the doors. It's like this area right now is pretty much done. There's pretty much nothing here to do any longer. Let's see, do I want to store anything away? I'll store one of the health things, and I might also, well, no, I'll keep a hold of these bullets because the, wait, what, that's not what I meant, no, oh, god damn it. Of course, that's what happens when you're on the screen for the crate, but let's see, if I put those there, I think I might just do this. I think 6 bullets is fine, but I might also, like, I know when it comes time for me to face some infected dogs, I'm gonna be using the bow gun, and also sometimes lickers will appear in places like this. Like, I can't recall at which intervals when you go through that kind of balcony section that you're gonna encounter lickers that weren't there before, and it's good to have the bow gun then. So now it's time to go here. There's a lot of zombies here, but I'm in no rush. This is the sort of thing when you're playing it on a harder difficulty. This is like a fuck you. This is like a you can't go past these guys, and they're just like a oh shit. That's what happens with these kind of piles. Can't make out who has like the red blood coming off of them and who doesn't. But yeah, it's like those are just like they're there to drain your resources. So, you know. Oh wait, I think yeah. Let's use this. Oh, you son of a bitch. Just one left. Oh, there's another sneaky boy. Just like with the earlier friend of his who was trying to hide behind a corner like a sneaky boy. Oh, I see no blood. So you failed, good sir. You failed. He's just patiently waiting for me. Not trying to rush you or anything, bird. That was another good example of the fixed angles. He fell behind the counter, so I couldn't see if he was still alive or not. Let's see. Another herb. Most likely gonna have to combine those because of more herbs. Come on now. But let's do this. Let's combine those. Let's pick up this one and do the 3-time combination. A big old bowl full of snot. Delicious. But yeah, now let's open the safe. It was 2, 2, 3, 6. Well, acid rounds for my police station map. Will you take it? Yeah. Don't need the maps because I played the game so many goddamn times. Alright, then that leads to the staircase I saw earlier when I said that it's gonna lead to another place where I just grabbed the herbs. Ah, excellent. Opened up some storage space by getting rid of the heart key. And yeah, I'm pretty well armed right now. The only thing is that I'm basically like the only healing stuff I have is so goddamn enormous that oh yeah, okay, we're gonna go to the spot with the dogs. So it's locked. A club is edged under it. Yeah. Okay. The dogs are annoying just because they run and lunge at you. They don't do that much damage and they're not that tough. Yeah, you can hear them. But the thing is that with these tank controls, fuck, if they okay, so 2 does it. That means it's 6, so I have like 3 shots left. That's nice. Nice angle. I can see the shadow. Now there's a third dog. Oh, that took only 1. That's good. Ooh. That was nice. Well, it's not nice to shoot dogs and hear them yelp out in pain and stuff, but, you know, what I was about to say, that if they run at you and lunge at you, they go past you. They slice at you with their teeth, and they kind of run past you, and then they turn around. And with the tank controls, when you're turning around this slowly, you know, it's that's the bummer part of it. Parking. I don't think the parking has anything really for Claire. The parking area is where Leon first meets the spy Ada Wong. But yeah, together they push this car out of the way to get to that door. I don't have such privileges, so for me, this area is just nothing. But for Leon, there's similar areas that are just for Claire working together with an NPC. So yeah, Leon gets... there's the weapon storage, but I need a key for it, and I need to put on power for that. Electric lock. Let's go here. There's going to be more dogs here. Let's first see if I can get the benefits of the last shot of this weapon. Alright, now let's switch to the grenade launcher. There, good. I'm injured, but I have only the super strong healing thing. There's red herbs right there, and if I combine one red herb with one green herb, they together make a concoction. The manhole lid is open. A ladder leads down. Will you go down? Well, hell yeah. That's what she said. Will you go down? Yes. Ah, good. There's a storage room here. Let's use the crate. I don't think I'll be needing the other bow gun yet. Oh, actually I might... What am I doing? What I might do is this. Let's see how many arrows I can fit into this. 18. Okay. I might want to keep the 18 with me. There's only 3 rounds for the... I might do this. I'm going to put the regular shots back into this, and I'm going to store away the fire bullets, and I'm going to keep the acid ones as my secondary. Now let's grab just regular herb for the combining, and let's just use one of these sprays. When I go back and I grab the red herb, I'm going to combine it with that green herb. If I have storage space for it.
Sherry, I've been looking everywhere for you. I was so worried. We've got to go now, honey, okay? If we stay here, that monster will find us. Let's go.
No, I won't.
What's the matter? Don't you trust me?
It's not that, Claire. It's because of my daddy. He's over there. I heard him call my name. Daddy must have been attacked by the monsters. I have to help him.
Wait, Sherry, don't go alone. Sherry! Sherry!
Yeah, now you're playing as Sherry. Mercifully, you get one health spray, but you only need that if you screw up, really. Picture. Check. A picture taken fairly recently. There's your mommy and your daddy and little Sherry. Whoops, whoops, whoops. So yeah. This is gonna be all about just dodging stuff. Master the tank controls and dodge stuff. We're gonna be dodging dogs. Let's see. Ow. Ow! Thankfully, they bit me twice, and it didn't seem to affect any of my... Yeah, I'm still fine. Alright. I'm gonna do a little bit of a puzzle here. These are the sort of Tomb Raider and Soul Reaver game style puzzles. Just push squares into open spaces. But like I said before with the statues, this is the level of puzzle I can handle. Come on now, little Sherry. Do your thing. Good thing she's not like... I remember as a kid, a lot of like... other boys were like, God damn it, why do I have to play as this useless little girl? But if you compare this to a lot of like escort mission type of things that would come more, you know, with a lot of PlayStation 2 games like MGS2 or with Resident Evil 4 and stuff, you know, it's like something like this is gonna be much more preferable to have like a very capable. Let's just raise the water level. Open the pumps. Delicious looking black water. Straight from the abyss. But yeah, those are gonna be like 10 times as annoying as anything this could be to somebody. Alright. Now I have all the keys. I am the key maker. No, the key master. There was one more direction to run to as Sherry, and there's gonna be grenade launcher bullets there, if I remember correctly. Whoa! There. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit! Let's use this. Because I haven't saved the game. It would really suck if I would die there. I'm gonna have to start doing that. 6 more like the normal rounds. And one of the best things about the grenade launcher is that you can stuff the grenade launcher itself full of grenades. Like yeah, thankfully I had that healing spray, because if I didn't, I would have died.
Claire, are you there?
Sherry, are you okay? Did you find your dad?
Yes, I'm okay, but I couldn't find him. But I did find something else for you. Here. Here's another.
Thanks, sweetie. Now, why don't you come over here? I want you to stay with me.
Claire, I can't reach the ventilation hole anymore. But don't worry, I'll find another way. I can take care of myself.
Wait, Sherry, come back. Sherry! Sherry!
Sherry reminds me a lot of Newt from Aliens, and I'm sure that's something that came across a lot of people's minds. Oh shit. Well, actually, the storage room is right there. Let's just go and toss. Let's just toss the acid rounds there for now, because my grenade launcher is equipped with the regular normal rounds right now, so I can just shove the ones that Sherry brought me in with them. There. But yeah, she reminds me a lot of Newt in this kind of like, yeah, she has been surviving on her own thus far, so it's not like she's just a child, she don't understand. But yeah, now I have so many grenades at this. No, I'll just leave the I'll leave the acid ones in storage. Yeah, let's go up. Let's grab the red herb, combine those two, and then it's back to the this underground area with the locked weapon storage and all that. I have a feeling I can't go there yet. Now it's like snot and blood. It's like, oh god, stop blowing your nose, you'll rupture something. But yeah, I'm sure whatever rooms were left in here. Whoa. Yeah, should have grabbed the bow gun. That's what it's for. Oh, there's another one? Well, good. Let's see, the other one needed 2 grenades, so let's just... I'd rather be spending the bow gun arrows on you guys. Let's see. Autopsy room. You have used the precinct key. Alright. And this is one of those ambush areas again. Because lo and behold, and guess if I'm able to shoot at them like preemptively? No. No. Oh! Oh, a red key card. Nice. Oh no. But I have no reason not to use the pistol because I'm in no hurry. I'm in no hurry. No! Serves me right. Fuck it. Fuck it. I have to remember that this is on easy and grenades are gonna be plenty. Was there anything else in here? Don't seem like there is. So I still need to go to some room to put on the electricity. There's that room. I haven't been there yet. Looks definitely like a place that could hold a generator. Exactamundo. Alright, so there's just a generator and an herb. I don't have any room for an herb right now. And I'm fine. So let's just deal with this. Reserve power control panel. Power can be routed to the areas with insufficient power using these 5 switches. Using all the power may cause a short and cut the power supply. It's a switch. Will you move it? Up. Yeah, I remember how this goes. Up. Up. Down. And was it up? Power supply too high. So yeah, it was just the third one needed to be down. So let's see. Up. Up. Next one is down. There. Up. Ooh, is down gonna be too much down? No. Perfecto. Power supply, okay. Now I can get to the that room. It's gonna take away this, but we'll see how much room I'll need for different weapon stuff. Because if I get like grenades, I can always stuff them as long as they're same type. I can stuff them inside the grenade launcher and stuff. That's the oh, wrong direction. I'm going in the wrong direction. There we are. The power to the card reader is on. Well, that's nice. And hopefully there aren't any zombies here because it's like locked firmly behind such security measures. Don't sound like there are zombies here. Bullets. There's arrows. Let's first see what... Oh, this section, nice! There's a machine gun and a side pack. This is perfect because the side pack gives me 2 more slots in my inventory, and the machine gun, I'm gonna take both of them because the point is that if you're gonna play first with one character, then with another, and then have the third run after that, these items are gonna affect that. If whatever you leave behind is gonna be left there for the other character to find, and I'm not gonna be doing that. So okay, let's just grab the arrows then. 36 again. Let's just fill this guy up. I'm gonna place the machine gun in storage because it's basically it shoots the same strength bullets as the pistol, but it just shoots them at an incredible rate of fire. Just and it doesn't. You can't reload it. It just has a percentage on it, and I just like to use it at the kind of the very end of the game because at some point you start to run out of bullets for the pistol, and the game doesn't really give you all that much. Oh, nothing in this locker. Watchman's Diary. I finally had the chance to see blue skies for the first time in ages, but it did little to lift my spirits. I was reprimanded by the chief for neglecting my duties while I was up on the clock tower. There's only one thing I still don't understand. The chief seemed to be more concerned about the fact that I was up on the tower rather than that I was neglecting my duties. Why was access to the tower prohibited in the first place anyway? September 5th. I recently talked to the old man who works in the scrapyard out back. His name is Thomas. He's a quiet man and really seems to enjoy chess. He's even went so far as to design a special key and lock engraved with chess pieces on them for one of the doors in the disposal yard. We made plans to play chess tomorrow night. I can't help but wonder how good he is. One thing that's been bothering me about him is the way that he's always scratching himself. Does he have some sort of skin disease, or he is just rude? September 9th. Thomas was a much better player than I had imagined. I used to think of myself as a fairly decent player, but he did a pretty good job on humbling me. About the only thing I imagine that could match his skills in chess is his appetite. All the guy did was talk about food throughout the entire game. He sounded fairly healthy, but he didn't look quite right. I wonder if he's okay. September 12th. I was supposed to play another game of chess with Thomas, but he had to cancel it because he hasn't been feeling too well. He stopped by to see me, but I told him to go back and rest since he literally looked like the walking dead. He insisted that he was just fine, but I could tell he was really having problems. Come to think of it, I haven't been feeling too good myself lately. Watchman's Diary. Oh, too bad. Poor Watchman. Oh, now there's no more room for this shit. There's so much healing. I'll just be rid of this. I don't want to go back and forth. This is the kind of thing when you're playing it on easy. These are the sort of trades you sometimes have to make while going about. It's just about like how tedious do you want the back and forth stuff to be, you know. But now the whole chess lock thing is about the Leon playthrough. I have the Aztec pieces for one puzzle because I have the chief as one of my like plot NPCs. Leon doesn't have that. Leon has a journalist that's looking to expose Umbrella Corps for what it's doing, and he gets to that spot and that location by collecting these chess piece keys. There's some more herbs there. A lot of herbs being handed over. I really don't want to go to. I really don't want to go to all the way back to Crate right now. Ooh. I'll come back for them if they seem. Brrr. Come on now, you sneaky devils. But too bad about Thomas, the chess player. Come on now. I'm not that much of a chess player myself. I mean, the idea of it intrigues me because I'm really into board games. I love board games. It's kind of funny. Me and my fiance are also, but we're both really into board games. Yes, the key is now useless, and I got to discard it. Wonderful. It's immediately getting used up. The cord, yeah. The cord can be used in two places. There are two hallways that have like metal shutters that can be closed because at one point in the game, the broken windows on those corridors are gonna have like zombies flood the corridors. And one of those corridors was the one that led to the basement where we just were. And oh shit, man, I'm gonna have to come back for this. That sucks. Yeah, I'll just quickly well, I'll see if this corridor has like a place to go to where there might be, because there's two doors here. If one of them has like a crate and a safe spot, that would be real nice. No? Well, it's definitely showing me that I need to go to the other room because there's a shiny there, one of the Aztec puzzle pieces. But wait a minute, was that like one of those files? Just to make sure. No? Okay. Sure looked like it. There was a save spot there, but I like to live dangerously. At least for right now. Good. That was the other option. Now let's go and get that puzzle piece. But then again, once I have a puzzle piece, it's one of those items that I would really want to just store away, because it's no bueno until I need it. And I'm still lacking the other half of the blue one that's broken in half. Must be broken in half. I'm glad I feel so safe. You tend to remember these sorts of jump scares, even though that creature was nowhere to be found in the other room. I was just there. Maybe he was on the ceiling or something like that, being all quiet. Let's see. Can't recall what's in this room. Sure has a purty door. Whoa. That's a tougher liquor. No, it wasn't actually. It sure looked like it had armor plates on it and stuff. Picture of a man, a garage, a carriage, something is on the wheel. Light the queen, the king, and the jack. Then the carriage will start running. Yeah, and there's even like a roll of film there. So yeah, there's a puzzle there. I'm gonna need like 2 extra items from this room alone. So I definitely need to go back now and find me one of those supply crates. And also I have like, wait, no, it didn't help matters. But yeah, back and forth, that's the name of the game. But yeah, like I was saying, me and my fiance, we really like love board games, and we have a bunch of friends different groups of friends that come over and we play all kinds of board games. And throughout the years, I've definitely been able to like pinpoint down what sort of board games are like my cup of tea and what I really like and what I don't. Chess isn't really in that category. Chess is almost like a memory game because, well, at least competitive chess is. It's a game where you're supposed to remember as many plays as possible and thereby be able to react accordingly to your opponent's moves, you know. At this point, I think I'm going to just first of all, let's be rid of this. And let's be rid of this Aztec thing. I have 4 on that. Oh, I have more acid ones? Then what I might do is I'm gonna exchange the acid ones for the regular ones. That's gonna go there. And I'm also gonna go now, and I might also store away the machine gun for now. There, I think I'm pretty well set right now. Now that I'm here, I'm gonna go and use the wires as well. Because I want to go back and forth into the photo development room every once in a while whenever I get film, and I don't want there to be extra zombies here. They can feel free to go to the hallway that leads to the basement because I've cleared that place up. There. I think this is also something that carries over to the other playthroughs. I might be mistaken. But yeah, it's like my favorite kind of board games. It's like I love the sort of board games where each player is basically doing a solo gaming kind of thing, where they're kind of everybody has their own little personal game that they're playing, but they're all using like mutual resources that they're competing over, like that there's a random element because of the changing resources based on what other players, you know, do on their turn and stuff. Like that's just my personal favorite type. It's like other types of games that exist that I'm really not that into. I'm not really into the sort of games where your main mission is to sabotage other players, because I'm not good enough at board games to keep up with people who are good at them, and they just annihilate me in games like that, and it don't feel too good, to get really like, it's like you're a white belt in karate and a black belt comes in and kicks your ass. It's like, it's not even fun for them. They don't get no bragging rights from beating somebody who's that bad. But my board gaming skills are very much in line with my video game skills. So there's the same reason why I like to play these games on easy. And also I'm not really big into cooperative games, like games like, let's say Pandemic for one. That's a pretty popular one. Roll of film. And because of the same reason, if you're cooperating with players who are black belts and you're a white belt, then it's Oh no, I need the fucking flip lighter for that. I need to go back again. But since I'm going back, I might as well go and develop this film. And I might also go and pick up the crank, because once I get that wheel off of that puzzle, I'm gonna need that and the crank to go and get the last Aztec tablet. So yeah, when you're basically playing a cooperative game with black belts, like I like to call them, it's again one of those things where you're just kind of throwing your hands in the air, like do you want to play my turn, because I feel like I'm unintentionally sabotaging the game by just not being good enough. And especially with a game like Pandemic, it's very punishing. If you're not good, you will lose the game, and it's rewarding to win it, but you will win because of actually good players. And the sort of games that I really enjoy, the apart from just having the sort of everybody's doing their own thing kind of thing, also there's the fact that the games are built to last somewhere 45 minutes to an hour and a half. That's something where I often enjoy playing the same game twice in a row, rather than playing a single game that takes a long ass time. About attention spans and whatnot. That's one of my problems. I'm not a patient man. But yeah, it's one of those kind of my downfalls. But then again, taste is taste. If you're doing something like that for recreation, then who's to tell you you're enjoying your own free time wrong? You can develop film here. Oh, film B. Somewhere there's a film A then. Pictured in front of the Arukas Taylor. What? Arukas Taylor. I don't know. Regressed into a zombie within 2 hours. Subject repeatedly complained about severe agitation of the epidermis, in addition to feelings of nausea. This happened up to the moment he lost consciousness. A picture by R. Lambert. Alright. Not Christopher Lambert. Maybe it's the Lambert from The Witcher. I can't remember his first name. So yeah, let's grab the flip lighter and also the crank. There. Let's go. So yeah, when it comes to board games, my favorite board games are Wingspan, Cascadia, Seven Wonders, Copenhagen. What else? I was just introduced to a new game that I really liked, called that's not really one of those personal project things. It's much more of a battle thing. Thunder Road Vendetta. Thunder Road Vendetta is wonderful. I love it. Really brings out the little kid in me. The only problem is that unless you have 4 players, the basic set is built for 4 players. I think the game, while it says that you can play it with less than 4 players, the lesser you go, the more the game's actual mechanics suffers, because the game is basically like a Mad Max style demolition derby. You're driving with cars on a road and you're trying to bump other players' cars off-road and destroy them and shoot at them, and you call in attack helicopters to shoot at them, and you put nitrous oxide into your tank, and and it's really fun. You have these micro machines looking little cars on the game board. But the thing is that if you have 4 players, the roads are very like clogged, which means there's going to be a lot of actions, a lot of cars bumping into one another. And if you have less players, like I tried it with 2 players, just me and my fiance, it's more of a driving game. You're bumping into each other much less, and thus it's much less fun. But that's one of my new favorites. There. And now I need to light these in a precise order. I can't remember what the order is, but since there's only 3, let's try this. First the outside ones, then the center. Wasn't the thing. Let's try from this direction. No? So let's try going in order. No, let's try going in. Whoops. Let's try going in order from this direction. Oh, and another game that's one of my favorites, that's also not so much about a personal project, but let's try this. But that's a super fun game, is called Takanoke. Like a Japanese word. It's about like, I don't know, it's about like basically farming bamboo and feeding bamboo to a panda. And getting like mission cards about like which types of bamboo in which amounts you need to farm or feed to the panda, and it's really, really fun. Takanoke. Or was it Takenoke? Well, anyway. That's a lot of fun. That's a lot of fun. But yeah, I would say that Seven Wonders, Wingspan, Cascadia, Thunder Road Vendetta, Copenhagen, and Takanoke. It's hard with words like that to remember exactly, because I'm sure it means something in Japanese. Okay, so now I have the crank and I have the wheel. So yeah, for all those favorites that I mentioned, if you're looking for games to try out, I warmly recommend those. And if you're like, if something like Wingspan sounds nice, but you're more into the sort of fantasy, sci-fi, and those kinds of things, there's a wonderful version of Wingspan called Wormspan, which is Wingspan but with dragons instead of birds. And it's really fun, and it's not just a whoa! What? For fuck's sake! But I'm still not doing bad. Still on fine. But yeah, it's like Wormspan has enough differences. Oop. Yeah, now it happens. Yeah, that's me coming to work if I haven't had my morning coffee. Now, I need to go into the third upper level. There's nothing but an attic here. I think this is the area. Fucking what? Thank you, tank controls. Okay, nice to know that the acid is not to their liking. But yeah, I couldn't, like, I think I missed with my bow gun there, but yeah. It's a square hole. Well, thankfully I have a crank that has a square peg. But yeah, the worm span has enough differences in mechanics to where it's not just like a new coat of paint, but it's like as different as the game is when you play with like expansions. And I also recommend all the expansions for Wingspan. Oh, it looks like a switch. Will you push it? No, because it's missing this. There you go. Looks like a switch. Will you push it? There, the final piece of the puzzle. There. And now we just need to go. I'll have one more trip to one of those crates just in case. Just to load up, ready for the next section in the game, because we're just about to leave the police station behind. And we're gonna go into the sewers and like underground bunkers and places like that. And once we're done with that, it's gonna eventually lead into laboratories, secret laboratory of the Umbrella Corporation. And oh, wrong direction. Yeah, the double doors. The double doors led to the balcony, and there I'll go down with the fire escape. But yeah, all those board games that I listed off as my favorites, they're warm recommendations. Warm recommendations. I'm always looking to try out new board games, but I've often come across games that look like they're right up my alley, but they're just, for example, Flamecraft looks wonderful. The art in Flamecraft is so lovely, but it just doesn't do it for me. Also, Photosynthesis is a wonderful game, but it's just not me. I've played it like 3 times, and I've never been like that excited to try it out. But I recommend it if you're looking for something. Let's see. Let's change this for this, and let's fill it up there. Let's put this here. Let's put that there. Let's combine these. Then let's grab one of those sprays. Let's use it. And whoops, nope. Let's grab the rest of the Aztec stuff. Where's the yellow one? There. Alright, I think I'm pretty well loaded up now. I have so many bullets left in the pistol that I don't feel like grabbing the machine gun yet. And I think at this point I'll go and save the game right here in the hallway. Although I'll need to go back and put the ink ribbon in the storage. Yeah, let's save the game just in case. It's not like I'm expecting something, some old, not expecting some great boss battle thing to be just around the corner. It's just that, just like with controlling Ashley, it's just like if something happens that I'm ill prepared for and I all of a sudden die, it's like, at this point, if I had to start all the way from the beginning, that would be that for the video. I'm honest. But it's going to be much less painful this stage, because this is basically, yeah, done with the police station. Because the back room, the secret room in the chief's office that those Aztec plaques open leads down. And it's pretty much like every possible direction in this game from here on in is all about going down, further down into dungeons and things like that. Oh yeah, there was this room I forgot. Oh well. Oh well. Well, it's good to know that I can reevaluate my use of the inventory after I've parted with the Aztec plaques. And I have like 3 slots more. Chief, coming for you.
Claire!
Sherry, you're okay.
I'm glad to see you're safe, Claire.
I can't speak to her. All right. What? Come on now. There. 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 Mail to the chief. To Mr. Brian Irons, chief of the Raccoon City Police Department. We have lost the Mansion Lab facility due to the actions of the renegade operative Albert Wesker, one of the characters from the first game. Fortunately, his interference will have no lasting effects upon our continued virus research. Our only present concern is the presence of the remaining S.T.A.R.S members, Redfield, Valentine, Burton, Chambers, and Vickers. If it comes to light that the S.T.A.R.S have my evidence as to the activities of our research, dispose of them in such a manner that would appear to be purely accidental. Continue to monitor their progress and make certain their knowledge does not go public. Annette will continue to be your contact throughout this affair. William Bergen. To Mr. Brian Irons, Chief of the Raccoon City Police Department, I have deposited the amount of $10,000 to the account for your services this term as per our agreement. The development of the G virus scheduled to replace the T virus is near completion. Once completed, I am certain that I will be appointed to be a member of the executive board for Umbrella Inc. It is imperative that we proceed with extreme caution. Redfield and the remaining S.T.A.R.S members are still attempting to uncover information on the project. Continue to monitor the activities and block all attempts to investigate the underground research facilities. William Bergen. To Mr. Brian Irons, Chief of the Raccoon City Police Department, we have a problem. I have received information informing me that Umbrella HQ has sent spies to recover my research on the G virus. There are an unknown number of agents involved. They must not be allowed to take this project away from me, as it represents my entire life's work. Search the city thoroughly for any suspicious persons. Detain any such individuals by whatever means deemed necessary and contact me immediately through Annette. With these precautions, any possible threat should be eliminated. I will not allow anyone to steal my work on the G virus, not even Umbrella. William Bergen. Yeah, this is basically like, well, first of all, $10,000. the police chief is expected to basically round up civilians as spies and kill them, and kill his entire S.T.A.R.S unit basically for $10,000. It's like the chief really needs to want to do that stuff anyway for him to do it for that amount of money. But yeah, it's definitely like for Leon's scenario, the NPC, instead of having Sherry there, is going to be one of those spies, and that's why Leon's scenario is going to be much more about an elevator. It appears to go down.
Claire!
I'm going down there. Stay here and wait for me, okay?
Leon's scenario, because of that, is much more about the corporate espionage and stuff like that. Whereas with Claire, we're looking after a little girl whose parents are working for Umbrella. Let's just grab this. Even more references to aliens, not just the newt idea. Gotta love the chief, you know? It's like underneath the police station, he has like his personal dungeon, and he like mounts torches, completely needless torches, and there's a goddamn light bulb hanging from there. But I mean, I gotta say, the man has taste. Look at that dungeon door.
So you've made it this far. Not bad, girl. I'm not letting anyone leave my town. Everyone's gonna die.
Calm down, Chief. What happened?
Shut up. You couldn't possibly understand what's happened. Those monsters from Umbrella have destroyed my beautiful town. How could they do that to me after everything I've done for them?
So it's true. You have been working with Umbrella. Then you must know about the G-Virus. What is it? Tell me.
If you must know, it's the agent that can turn humans into the ultimate bioweapons. Superior to the T-Virus in every way. Dr. Birkin is the genius behind the project.
William Birkin.
I'm sure you've already seen his little girl running around here somewhere. Sherry, isn't it? In case you haven't already figured it out, the monster that's been tearing my place apart is yet another product of the G-Virus. The ultimate bioweapon. Umbrella must be trying to cover its tracks. But if I have to go, I'm going to take you with me. I just can't take the pain.
Damn. More alien stuff. Naomi, the chief! What happened? I don't know. It looked like a heart attack. Heart attack. No. Alright, there's more acid. Yeah, actually really good luck that I had acid equipped. Because now it's like 17 goddamn grenades. Yeah, like the dude has like pole arms and meat hooks and he has like a big pot like boiling bones there because he has like skeletons and all that formaldehyde, chloroform, and other chemicals. Yeah, the dude is just fucked. Like there's a bench like that's a desk or a slab that's meant for a human head to be there. Like, God, you piece of dog shit. Thankfully you're dead. But yeah, I have to let her leech down. Will you go down? Yes, ma'am. Bonk, bonk. To go and take care of this creature. In the dungeon. Come on now. Hopefully I hit it. There. Yes. That did it. Must be because of the acid. Oh, god damn it, one of those bugs. Yeah, thanks. Thank God. Yeah. I think acid is like the weakness of certain monsters. Like fire is gonna be a weakness of certain, like there's gonna be plant creatures at least at one point. I don't know if the regular grenades are for regular like zombies and stuff, but at least it looks like acid did the trick for that thing. Let's go and see if Sherry's fine. But yeah, just I'm also like besides board games, I'm really into Warhammer, and I'm really excited because there's like big hobby development going on for me right now. I've just basically like gathered enough models and painted enough models to get into Warhammer Age of Sigmar now that the 4th edition of the game just released, and they haven't even brought the rule books to stores yet, but like I'm all ready.
Claire, you came back.
I can't believe the man who developed the G virus is actually her father.
What's wrong, Claire?
It's nothing. But I think I found a way out of here. We should be able to find someplace safe if we can just make it out of town.
But
Don't worry, I'll protect you. I promise. But you have to make sure you don't leave my side. Leon, are you still there? We're leaving.
Are you crazy? The streets are still crawling with zombies.
It'll be all right, trust me. We found a way to the sewer. Follow us later.
Claire! Claire! Wait!
Yeah. I've always loved painting miniatures and like collecting miniatures and building armies for army games like that. Like I started Warhammer 40,000 when I was like 13, in like 2001 or something like that. And I've loved it ever since. And the problem is that I really don't like playing Warhammer 40,000, but I've been kind of trying to try different games. Besides that, I've tried the Middle Earth game that the Games Workshop also makes that a lot of people recommend, and it wasn't my deal either. It wasn't that fun. I really disliked the whole thing where if you get struck in melee, you have to move the victim of that strike backwards an inch, and you know, if their route is being blocked by other members of their of their army, then they get another strike on them and stuff. It's really tedious if your army has a lot of miniatures and you're constantly like fiddling around and turning, and it was a really big turn off for me. And in Warhammer 40k, I just really disliked the fact that I really disliked using terrain in that game and using like line of sight. Like you're constantly either behind cover or you're trying to get like behind cover, and the moment you peek your head out to take a shot, you're gonna be just blasted. And it's one of those games where it's like the experience is really like just, you know, this like either you're doing basically nothing or you're trying to do something, and if you fail at it, you get blasted. It's no fun to bring like a bunch of miniatures and just basically know that you're not going to be using 1/3 of them because they're going to be blasted off the board the minute the game starts, you know. And again, I'm not a very good player, and maybe I have been playing against like black belts, as I put it earlier, with board gaming, and you know, having a negative experience because of that. But I really want to try the fantasy version, the Age of Sigmar game, because that's not a shooting game. It's more about moving around and using that to your advantage, blocking enemies' movement certain areas, and move your units here and buffing them there, and all this sort of thing, and you know, grabbing objectives and things like that. But I have kind of said it to myself that if this game is not my thing either, then I just have to accept that maybe miniature wargaming just isn't my cup of tea, even though I love collecting and painting the miniatures. If that's the case, then I'll just continue to collect and paint them for tabletop role-playing use, you know. That'll be that. But I really want to like Age of Sigmar.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Ankle deep in poo water. Again, reminds me of Aliens.
Where are you? Sherry! Claire! I'm here!
Some of the spoken dialogue in this game are not that high in volume, but all the bloop, bloop, bloop are so high that I don't want to like put the volume any higher than it is, but that might cause problems. Ah, good. I have another health pack here. But yeah, I also tried Necromunda, because I was thinking that maybe if it's a skirmish game, it'll be good, and I really enjoy the aesthetic of Necromunda, being like a gang war thing with small gangs and... Ooh. Oh. The zombie needs to come here so that... Did I come in through that ladder? Wherever it is that I... Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Can I reach that? No. Oh, shit. Oh! There! I need to crawl in through the ventilation shaft. Use the action button to drop down. Oh no. Bugs. Whoa, that was lucky. Sometimes you get really like stuck there with bugs just getting on you, and Sherry just going like ah! Over and over again. Huh? Oh, will you take the wolf middle? Oh, it was medallion at first. Oh shit. Ow! Fuck. Thankfully, kids are like so springy and elastic. If a kid falls down, they usually just shake it off. If I fell like that, my spine would be broken. Oh no. Thankfully, they turned the screen black because she was getting the alien treatment, and I don't want to see that. Oh, now there's blue herbs here. No thanks. I can't recall ever. It's kind of like how in Metal Gear Solid you can like have your rations freeze on you in the cold, but I usually play it on easy, so that never happens. So it's kind of like that. I don't think I've ever gotten poisoned in this game. Sewer manager facts. User list of the connecting facility. On the first and third Wednesday of the month, Angelica Margaret, Chief of Maintenance, will make use of the facilities. Be sure to reduce the moisture levels in the facility by activating the fan, as the equipment she will be using is susceptible to the effects of water vapors. On the 28th of every month, the chemical transporter Don Weller will use the facility. The chemicals he will be transporting are extremely volatile. Extreme caution should be observed throughout their transport. On the 6th and 16th of every month, Police Chief Brian Irons will visit the facility to attend the regular meeting that takes place in the lab. On the 4th Friday of every other month, William Birkin will use the facility to conduct a training seminar for the Chicago branch of Umbrella Inc. I knew it, Illinois, Chicago, as the probability of an attack upon Dr. Birkin will be high. Take every measure conceivable to guard his life. You will be informed of all other potential visitors and the time they will arrive as needed. Guide these individuals to their destinations safely. We expect nothing but the best from you. Charles Coleman, Secretary-Chief, Umbrella Headquarters. Sewer manager. Thanks. Alright, let's see. There's lockers. Alright, healing. Alright. Is there anything in that bag? Bullets? Yeah. It's locked. Oh. Lockpick. Oh yeah, this heads to the room where Sherry was just in with the single zombie. I was looking at the ladder thinking about it. Hey. Where are you, zombie man? You don't puke on nobody no more. Brrr. But yeah, I saw that there was at least some grenades on one of the shelves that she couldn't reach. There. 6. Those are the regular types. So let's go back up, and there was a tiny little elevator in the room. With a tiny little motor there. Compressor just activating. That tiny engine activating an elevator that's supposed to be able to carry a human being. That's quite a bit. Yeah, that elevator is for Leon. He comes in through the area that you needed those chess keys for. Not me. Map. Let's take a sewer map, even though I don't need it. Oh yeah, this place is gonna have some spiders in it, and they're no biggie. Ooh, dead commando types. Oh, okay. Now I'm starting to haul a lot of different types of ammo here. Taking a lot of. There's the fan, but yeah, the spiders are no biggie. They look nasty, but all they do is they climb to the ceiling and they drop acid on you. And if they're on the walls, there's no acid dropping to be done and stuff, and they're very easy to run across. I think the main way of getting poisoned in this game is if they catch up to you with that poison dropping. And maybe some monsters, you know, also poison you with their claws and teeth and such. I don't know.
Who are you? I see. Another spy sent by Umbrella, right? Let me guess. You're here to steal my husband's G-Virus, aren't you? You are tenacious, I'll give you that.
Husband? Then you must be Annette. Sherry's mother?
What?
Sherry's wandering around alone in the sewers. You have to help me find her.
That's impossible. I told her to go to the police station. What's she doing here? William will be after her.
William?
That's right. The creature that's been causing all this destruction is none other than my own husband.
The commanders.
This way.
It's sheer perfection. My precious G-Virus. No one will ever take you away from me.
There he is.
So you finally come.
Doctor, we're here to collect the G-Virus sample.
Sorry, but I won't just hand over my life's work.
You might hit the sample. That's it, all right. Okay, let's move out.
William! Oh my! Hold on, darling. I'm taking care of that wound first. Stay here.
Alpha team, have you retrieved the sample yet?
Affirmative. We'll be at the rendezvous in 1 minute.
Roger.
Are you telling me that he injected the G-Virus into his own body?
The G-Virus has the ability to revitalize cellular functions.
What was that? Something-
Frank Dribbin.
Let's check it out. Over there. Shoot! Beat this, you freak! I'm stopping it! What is this thing? Hurry! What is this thing? Fire! Fire! Son of a...
Rats. Rats. Rats.
So those rats were the carriers of the virus?
As a result of his virus-induced transmutation, William should have lost any prior memories he had as a human by now. I tried to save him, but I'm afraid it's already too late.
But
And that's not even the entire story. Every G-Virus bioweapon, including William, has the ability to implant embryos into other life forms. That's why he's after Sherry.
what are you trying to say?
The bodies of individuals with non-related genetic coding are likely to reject the embryo. But since Sherry is his daughter, an inherent survival instinct.
It's Sherry. You go that way.
That whole spiel about the genetic stuff, it just sounds all incestuous to me. So it's like, ugh. I'm gonna need the valve there. I'm gonna have to go back to get to a crate. I'm gonna have one final bio break at this point. I've been drinking so much coffee, but I'll be back in a sec. Alright, here we go. Yeah, I mentioned Necromunda, and Necromunda was one of those games where I just didn't do it for me, mostly because of like recognizing certain mechanics that just aren't a source of fun for me. The game like has great emphasis on list building. I'm not a big fan of list building like as a sort of like problem to solve or optimize or something. I think a lot of people who enjoy like figuring out mechanics, like min-maxing in tabletop games or something, like finding the best ways to optimize their character builds and whatnot, are the type of people who would enjoy the sort of stuff that goes on in Necromunda, where you shop for items, and the games are usually played in campaigns where you earn cash and you get to, further do shopping, as the game progresses. But I don't really find that all that fun. On top of that, it's the fact that the game, the game's idea of like the armies or gangs being exactly that, like gangs, like these amateurs, compared to like the elite soldiers that you fight as in the army game. Oh. I thought I was gonna be jumped by a liquor. Maybe later if I need to return. But yeah, I remember like the idea of the characters being like amateur gangers and kind of like civilians who have just been handed a gun and told to like go fight the neighboring gangs, kids and stuff. The way they use that in the game is that they basically have a bunch of mechanics to make it feel like your characters are like amateurs, meaning that there's a ton of different ways you can basically trip on your own shoelaces, and it's not that fun. It's to me it's tedious. To me it's like how in some video games you have mechanics where you can have your gun jam, or you can have your gear get busted and stuff like that. Those are usually, for me at least, fun to read. When you're reading a rule book and you're like, ooh, neat, that sounds like fun. But in actual play, they're usually just tedious. Ah, more grenades! Flame grenades this time. Sherry is going to give me at least the medal, so I'm going to need to spare some room for that, and I have the healing stuff with me, so let's pick those herbs up only after it's time. Actually, I'm going to turn around now, and I'm going to use the valve to raise the bridge again, because I'm going to go to the upper level, and instead of having to return here. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, you would walk to a great distance, then realize that you need that bridge on the upper level, and you would have to come back to do this. So at least I have some foresight here. But yeah, it was like Necromunda was a disappointment for me, and I'm hoping that not only with 4th edition Age of Sigmar I will find my niche, but especially with the whole Spearhead game that's meant as a kind of a introductory game to the hobby. everybody's been talking so much positive about it. It might just be hype and stuff, and it might also be kind of a thing where, yeah, it's fun the first couple of times you do it, but when you play more, it's just like, it loses its sheen, kind of, and we'll just have to wait and see. Sherry!
Sherry!
Ah. Huge crocodile. I'm Gators. I'm in Chicago, but I feel like I'm in Louisiana. But yeah, this is, again, super easy because, just like with the references to aliens, there's also one for Jaws right here. Smiley, you son of a... Das ist das. But yeah, I'm real excited to get to learn and try Age of Sigmar, and I'm already in a hobby group where in less than a week, next week, we're gonna be starting a kind of a escalation league thing where we start by playing like 3 games of Spearhead, and then we'll go to like playing 3 games of 1,000 point armies, 3 games of 1,500 point armies, and then a few games of like 2,000 point armies, which is the norm. But if you started like a new army with the new edition, that gives you time to paint more models. Trebin.
Come on, wake up, Sherry.
My stomach. It hurts.
Don't worry, you'll be fine. Come on, let's go.
Got the medallion. Yeah. The thing is also that with Sherry, there's a good reason for me to go to the lab, because now that she's been infected by her daddy, no less, I need to cure her because, of course, she's a sympathetic little girl. And with Leon, it's not so much like, yeah, she's scared. She runs slower than you, and if she falls behind, that's what's gonna happen. You fall behind, you're on your own. But yeah, with Leon, it's much more of a, we need to get out of here. A sewer manager diary, June 28th. It's been a while, but I saw Dawn today, and we talked after completing our work. Goddamn, the font sometimes kind of like puts me off. He told me he had been sick in bed until yesterday. It really doesn't come as much of a surprise given how long he's been working here. He was sweating like a horse and kept scratching his body while we were talking. I asked if he was hot, but he just looked at me funny. Maybe. You think I'm hot, or do you think I'm ugly? What's wrong with him anyway? July 7th. Chief Irons has been visiting the lab quite often lately. I don't know what he's doing over there, but he always looks grim. The expression on his face has been even more unsettling than usual. My guess is that it's because of Dr. Birkin's impossible requests. The chief has my sympathies, though. After all he's done for the town, he doesn't deserve this. July 21st. I rarely drink because I'm on the graveyard shift, but I don't suppose I have much to complain about since this is how I make my living. August 16th. Chief Irons came in late today, looking grimmer than his usual self. I tried to joke with him to cheer him up, but he wasn't amused. He pulled his gun and threatened to shoot me. I was able to calm him down, but that guy must have some serious problems. He knows he can't enter the lab without my help and my medal. This is what it means for the chief to serve and protect. August 21st. William informed me that the police and media have begun their investigation on Umbrella's affairs. He said that the investigation will be citywide and there is a possibility they'll even search through the sewers. He asked me to suspend all Umbrella sewer facility operations until the investigation has concluded. The sewer will still be used for passage, but he stressed that I have to be extremely cautious and that I'd lose my job if anyone finds out about this operation. Well, goddamn. That sure stinks. Sherry, I wonder if I can turn this fan regulator. You can stop the rotation with the fan briefly. You mean with this? Because I'm expecting that through that I'll get to the point I'll need to get to, but without. Because the waterfall is quite a ways away. Oh, come on now, Sherry. Don't be scared. Thankfully there's no bugs here. Most likely once we're down, the fan will just reactivate. All right. Oh, fuck you. I'll just have to like stutter forward with my running so that Sherry doesn't get left behind. Oh, I haven't seen that before. All right. Clearance identification device. A wolf and an eagle are etched on the device. Well, as it so happens, I happen to have... This is really the most appropriate and the most efficient way of putting clearance. You have clearance, Clarence. Roger. Huh? Now. Deeper into the dungeons. Oh, damn. Yeah, if the wargaming thing is a bust, it's gonna be all about paying them miniatures for tabletop RPG use, which is also another kind of conquest I have going on because I just recently got into Pathfinder. I've been running Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition for turn on the power for the train for years now. I used to run mostly like White Wolf games and games like that, like Song of Ice and Fire, and games that had very clear like settings and like histories and lore and things like that. Train rides over. And if you play as Leon, you have to fight William on the way. But yeah, I guess with Sherry there, it's not appropriate, I guess. But yeah, it's I ran those games for a long time, but then when I kind of got introduced to new people and shared the hobby with them and stuff, it was easier to, like, the new people were not only more interested in like high fantasy than in like kind of gothic. Can't see where I'm pointing the goddamn gun. The new players I had were more interested and more like susceptible and receptive to like playing not only a high fantasy game, but a high fantasy game that had a reputation that they recognized, like not just like let's play tabletop RPGs. They like let's play Dungeons and Dragons, and I was like, okay, sure. Oh, will you take the spark shot? Well, another one of those percentage weapons. I can't recall if that weapon has any kind of like enemies that are weak to electricity. But I'm holding so many weapons now, I really need to get rid of the bow gun. I think that's obsolete at this point. But yeah, I started to let's use it up. But also I'm starting to think that I should just exchange the still 3. Okay, so the sounds are coming from the other direction. There he is. There, now the bow gun is done with. Does this route lead? Oh, okay, there's just health. I have no room for it, but I really don't need it. But yeah, they were really into playing D&D, and oh shit, Sherry was left behind. I ran D&D for many years, like maybe like 6, 8, something like that. Well, I started running it when 5th edition came out. That was like 2000 and what was it, like actually like 2015 or something? It's been almost like 10 years then. But yeah, it's like I had no problems running 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons. I really liked it, and while there might have been things that I just wish were done maybe better, I still like ooh, more grenades and more healing. I still like kind of didn't have a problem with a lot of the same things that a lot of other people had problems with. Yeah, let's get rid of that as well. Those healing things, I have like 11 acid bullets in my grenade launcher and 15 flame bullets waiting. If I grab the machine gun and I have the electricity thing, I think I'm good with these. And let's just go and grab the other items there. But yeah, after running it for like 10 years, because I'm like 99% of the time I'm the dungeon master, because that's how I get my kicks. I enjoy being the dungeon master like 10 times more than being the player. And so I didn't see a lot of the blemishes that the game has that a lot of people have criticized 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons for, and I was like, you know, I see your point, but it doesn't bother me, you know. And let's just grab the ink ribbon and save. It's been a while since we last saved. More ink ribbons. Fine. But yeah, once one of my players wanted to give dungeon mastering a try, and they ran like 2 sessions of a campaign before they were kind of like, dungeon mastering isn't their thing, and they kind of like burdened themselves needlessly with it. It was kind of like one of those things where they felt like the only way they can do it is by prepping immensely, and they didn't enjoy prepping, so it was like a mixed thing. But yeah, he tried running the game a couple of times, and once I got to be a player, I saw the things that people had problems with it, clearly. Like, I really felt like every time it was my turn in combat, as much as I enjoyed 5th edition's combat, there's a key. There was the problem that I felt like I had very limited choices in what to do on my turns, and it was like okay, well, I can either do this attack or this attack. It's like one is better at aiming because I have proficiency in the weapon, or I can do this attack where I don't have proficiency, so I'm worse at hitting, but it does greater damage. And it was like that. Those were my choices in combat, basically, and it felt really like, limited. So the main thing that sold me on Pathfinder was basically the 3 action economy thing, where on each one of your turns you can do 3 things, and there's a lot of variety on what you can do, and a lot of fantastic skill actions you can utilize, and just a lot of really stuff that...
Claire, my stomach hurts.
Hang in there, Sherry. My forehead's burning up. I've got to hurry before the embryos pupate.
I don't know if he reacts to electricity. I don't want to try, because I'm gonna go... William is on the roof of the train. I need to go outside and deal with him. But yeah, I've read the new Pathfinder Player Core 1 book from cover to cover, and I enjoyed what I saw. Even though the book is very much written in a way where if you've never played role-playing games before, if you haven't seen like role-playing being done online or anything like that, if you just read the book, you get a very clear impression that it's like playing Gloomhaven or like Warhammer Quest or something, where it's just, okay, here are scenarios of like dungeon crawling, and once the scenarios and the fighting is done, you just say what you want to do like between dungeons, and then you just go from one action set piece to another. That's the impression you get from reading the book, or at least what I got. But thankfully I've been playing role-playing games since like since I was 13, so like over 20 years. So I know better, and I don't mean better as in like there's anything wrong playing that way. If you enjoy tactical dungeon crawl games, that's wonderful, that's completely valid, and keep at it. But and one might say that, well, why did you pick Pathfinder if you're not going to be playing like that? But elasticity, versatility, this kind of like the game is written well enough to where you can play it in a lot of different ways. Especially a lot of the social stuff. I recognized a lot of familiar social stuff mechanics-wise from that felt very familiar from Song of Ice and Fire, which is very much like a soap opera game. So if your like dungeon crawl game has very like soap opera style social mechanics in it, it's elastic. Oh! Okay, pussy face. It's your move. Should be pixelated. God damn. Fuck. I'm still fine? Fuck, fuck. Okay. He took almost all of my acid shots, so I'm just gonna go and do this. Let's combine, let's swap. Whew. Let's swap the fire bullets or grenades into it. And yeah, I'm looking to start running the Pathfinder game for a group of players who are into that sort of soap opera and
Sherry.
now in the labs.
Claire? Oh, you're finally awake.
Isn't this...
That's okay. You keep it. I'm sure it'll keep you safe.
Thank you, Claire. Even though I'm an only child, neither of my parents ever spent much time with me because of their work. I grew up alone, but now that you're with me, I finally have someone to rely upon.
Sherry. Rest here for a bit. I'll be right back as soon as I found the antidote for you.
You're finally awake, horse thief. Poor Sherry. Even more fire. And there's, I can see the acid grenades there on the desk. Only 8, but it's a good, just in case kind of thing. Let's see, do I have more regular grenades than, yeah, I'll take those. Yeah, I think, let's just exchange this for this. And, yeah, I think I'm good. Let's use this just so that I can be rid of it, to be honest. So yeah, need to go and get a serum for Sherry. Poor Sherry. But yeah, the players I'm running the game to are players that I ran Song of Ice and Fire to, and I'm personally like, I love the noble house building mechanics of Song of Ice and Fire, but I'm not a fan of the combat mechanics of it. They try to simulate reality quite a bit in the fact that they're the type where if you get hit, you get injured, which is realistic. but it's also something where there's like a death. Whoa, shit! Oh no! Oh fucking god! Oh god! I need to get the fucking lighter for that. Yeah, I remember that Leon has a flamethrower, so he can burn those. But researcher's corpse. It looks like he poured oil all over the place. Yeah, let's go and get the goddamn. Let's read that first. User registration. Temporary user registration for the curative experimental room. Guest is the password, yeah. That's for something I think it is tied to. No, I'm not taking those. Keep your goddamn arrows. Laboratory security manual. Okay. Laboratory security manual. Security measures in case of an emergency. In the instance of an uncontainable biohazardous breakout, all security measures will be directed towards the underground transport facility. In the instance that any abnormalities are detected among cargo in transit, all materials will automatically be transported from the loading zone to the designated high-speed train, at which point all materials will be isolated and disposed of immediately. In the instance of Class 1 emergency, the entire train will be purged and disposed of without delay. In the instance that the lab itself becomes contaminated, the northernmost route currently used to transport materials to and from the facility will be designated as the emergency escape route. This route will secure passage to the relay point outside the city limits. Disclosure about any information regarding research conducted here or the existence of this facility is strictly prohibited. Since it is top priority to keep all research classified, escape access may be denied under certain extraneous circumstances. Well, at least I know that there's a way out of here once we have the serum. Now let's just take this again. I know that those rooms only give you like gear, but I want to go and check them because I can't remember what gear there is. You know, if it's just arrows, then it's like, fuck me. I don't want your arrows. But yeah, it's I love the oh, Jesus, that's loud. Come on. See how much of the percentage. That took like 20. Come on now. Come on now. And it like makes me recoil. Oh. I know that these zombies in the lab are tougher than the ones before, but still, it's like, this weapon sucks. I think I'll keep it around for a short while, but as soon as I have like an excuse to be rid of it, I'll be rid of it. But yeah, I needed this. Let's exchange this for that for now. But yeah, it's like you know. The ice and fire thing, it really wants to try and mimic the sort of thing where, well, if you get slashed at with an axe and it goes through your armor, it's going to cleave your flesh. And what do you do with wounds like that, well, they're gonna take time to heal, and it's gonna be a painful process with infections and whatnot. So it's like if you get injured, you better hope that the game is about to have like a time skip ahead soon, you know, because if it's not, if there's like a situation that I ran once where like pirates attacked a ship that the players were on, and they fought them and they, you know, persevered, but one of the characters got injured pretty badly during the attack. The game went on because they were sailing to a kind of a diplomatic visitation location. So the entire time they were visiting, and the entire voyage back home, and you know, they were having guests when they arrived back home. Hi, boy. Can't. You can't aim down with that fucking thing. My God. Well, what happens now is that I'm going to skip. I'm gonna skip the video, and we'll pick up once I'm back in that lab, and yeah. Alright, we're back. There you go. Still got me on caution level. There better be some good stuff here. I can't recall what, but come on now. Oh, okay. 2 packets of these. God damn. This was worth it. 28 and 27, like this is what I mean. I could basically finish the game just using the grenade launcher. I just might use the whole... Yep, unlocked it. But yeah, what I was saying about like the it's the Song of Ice and Fire game from Green Ronin Publishing. I really like the setting in that game, and I really like the noble house building mechanics, and I really like the social emphasis on it, even though it feels honestly very clanky in the sense that when you're just trying to roleplay good soap opera drama stuff, it kind of gets in the way where you feel like you have to stop everything and start playing like a game in the middle of it, kind of like picking your social attacks and your social defenses and your maneuvers and whatnot. And as much as that, again, is super fun to read and think about, it's also... I don't know how many slots I have left. There's healing, and then there's the fuse. Yeah, need to put on power in this place, but I need to fill the fuse up first. A control box used for super low temperature experiments. I could set the superconductor fuse here if I had a fuse case. Well, I do. So yeah, again, one of those things where you have a game that you love half of it and you really dislike the other half of it, just down to taste. You could either like just house rule stuff into your Dungeons and Dragons game, but when I read the Player Core 1 of Pathfinder, 2nd edition, the revised new edition, I was basically seeing a lot of familiar stuff of the stuff I liked in Song of Ice and Fire, so I was immediately like, oh hell yeah, as much as this feels like a dungeon crawling type tactical game, there's also all sorts of like when you're doing skill checks to like better your standing with people socially, they have a very familiar looking like a grading of like depending on how well you do, are they going to be indifferent to you, are they going to be positive towards you, or are they going to be like very like outright helpful? And same thing to the negative degree to where it's like, okay, are they going to be like that they simply don't like you, or that they're actively like against you because they hate you? Okay, now I know there's gonna be some. I know there's gonna be some plant creatures there, so I'm gonna use the fire. I'm gonna burn you. Purge you with fire. Yes. Yes. Let's use the acid so that I may be done with it to save space in my inventory. So yeah, I'm real excited about the whole Pathfinder thing, and I also incorporated the eat acid. Well, it took 3. It looked like it took 2 with the others. Let's take this. Let's take this. Let's combine them. There. And if it comes to it, I'll just use the spray on myself. But yeah, I decided that based on the players being more into the type of gaming that the Song of Ice and Fire game was about, and not so much about this whole like grids and miniatures and tactical combat stuff, even though they like that too. Fucking hell. Hitboxes sometimes. And with lickers specifically, that's another nuisance, where if they fall on their back, they can't be harmed until they not only flip there. You have to wait them to flip back on their belly and like wait half a second so that they're like ready ready to engage, and then they can be harmed. If I was playing on harder difficulty where where limited resources were an issue, that would bum me out quite a bit. Let's see, I have 2, no need to pick that stuff up. That's the end of the game, this computer. Once I have the key to that, which is a disc, I'll be good to go. But first I need to heal Sherry. I can't leave without doing that. There's a crate here so I can be rid of the lighter. Yes. But yeah, I did something very similar to the noble house building in my preparation for my Pathfinder game, which is that I told the players that because I knew their interests, I said that the game is going to be kind of a base building and detective style campaign, and a very urban one at that. And I came up with this idea that there's a city in Druma, Detmer is the city, this shipbuilding city, and I decided that the city's economy, there's a giant moth there, but I don't want to go there because I know there's nothing I want in there. There's just stuff that helps to deal with a puzzle that that opens when you do the double playthrough thing. Now let's unleash some automatic fire on these zombies. But yeah, listening to how loud these weapons are, and how how soft the character dialogue is. It's kind of a bummer because I have the volume pretty much turned way up, and if the characters were speaking around the same volume as I'm shooting these guns, you know. no issues about me thinking of whether or not you guys can hear it or not. Some of the dialogue, I'm kind of concerned that you guys might have missed some things. Let's see. Yeah, vaccine synthesis machine. The lid is opened. The base vaccine must go inside. Yeah, once I have the vaccine from another laboratory room, I'll need to return here to synthesize it. So yeah, I need to go now and use the key card to go and...
And that.
You killed William. I'll never forgive you for that.
Wait!
I've just prepared a sample of the G-virus. And this time, no one will take it from me. This is the most significant piece of research my husband has ever left in my hands.
Stop it! Sherry's in serious trouble. William implanted her with his embryos. There's no telling when they'll pupate. And if that happens, Sherry won't.
What? William.
I'd recognize that sound anywhere. Oof, that's the coolest form he has.
You're alive.
True love.
William is still alive. He's getting stronger with each skin he casts off. Sherry.
Tell me what I need to know. How can I save Sherry?
I have detailed information. Everything you need to know to prepare the antidote is right here.
Oh Lord, I'm not gonna... I am going to read this. No, I'm not going to skip stuff. Instructions for synthesis of the G-virus antigen, G-vaccine, codenamed Devil. Any being infected by the G-virus will reproduce through the impregnation of an embryo within another living being. Unless rejected by the host, the embryo will undertake a process of gradual cellular invasion, infecting the host cells on a molecular level as it rewrites their DNA. Once the metamorphosis is complete, the host will be capable of continuing this cycle of self-replication. The duration of time for the process to run its course will vary from subject to subject. In the early stages of cellular invasion, it is possible to halt progression of the metamorphosis through the administration of the G-vaccine antigen. The following procedure details its synthesis. The vaccine creation requires the base vaccine. This can be arranged by the activator VAM. First, set the empty cartridge to the VAM and activate it. After several moments, the process will be complete and the white-colored base vaccine will be set in the cartridge automatically. Then confirm the green light is on, remove the cartridge and proceed to the next step. Once the base vaccine has been prepared, set it in the vaccine synthesis machine located in the P4 level 1 experimental room. The machine is fully automated and only requires the user to push the sequence start switch. At this point, the program will run automatically and synthesis will be complete within approximately 10 seconds. As the synthesis of Devil is an extremely delicate process, the quality will vary with slight shocks or changes in temperature. Careful handling is required for the proper results.
Save my daughter. And tell her I'm sorry I wasn't a better mother. Tell her I love her. Sure.
threat.
The self-destruct sequence has been activated. Repeat, the self-destruct sequence has been activated. This sequence may not be aborted. All employees proceed to the emergency car at the bottom platform.
Yeah, that's the classic Resident Evil thing. The self-destruct countdown, even though no real countdown is going on now. This is just ambient noise to, do I have, like, stuff? Nah, I'm fine. Leon.
Leon, you made it. But never mind that right now. Leon, you have to go back and get Sherry for me. I left her in the security office. Please, you must save her.
Wait a second. What are you gonna do? Where are you going?
I still have a few loose ends to take care of. I'm counting on you.
Alright. Yeah, the actual counter will only commence once we're at the final battle with William. That was silly. Nah, I'm not taking those. I'll take them if I need to at the end. So now, I'll need to go to the lab that key card opens. I'll get the disc there as well as the base vaccine. Yeah. And then I have to return to the lab where I... Oh, actually, let's do this. Because now it only takes 2. Well, let's just keep the... Whoa, there's another one. There. There. But yeah, what I did to entice the players and to have a lot of fun with the whole idea of doing a base building style campaign for the Pathfinder thing is that I decided that the city is going to have its infrastructure rely heavily on one single guild that do basically all the kind of police and firefighter and all these sorts of services, very much in the same vein as very much in the same vein as something like in Naruto, where the ninjas basically do everything for their like city. Every possible service is done by a ninja, even from like I don't know, street sweeping or something like that, all the way to homicide detective work. And I decided that it's going to be a city that has an infrastructure like that, where the leader of that, got the disc that lets me out of the whole place, where the leader of that guild, vaccine cartridge, more of these. I have over 50 of these goddamn things. Now, I need to go to this. Where? Isn't it this? Or is it this? Yeah, this. start switch for the van, will you push? It won't operate until the cartridge is set, but I thought I set the... You don't need to use this right now. What the hell? What the hell? Let's see. There. Now. Needed to put that. Yeah, but what I did is that now the leader of that guild has been put into custody on very serious corruption charges, trying to be like the most powerful political player in a city with that kind of pull, you know. And because they put him into custody, his entire guild has decided to. Oh yeah, that's the one where you need the thing from the moth room. Yeah. Bye bye. Okay, now I need to go to the lab where I got the key card. There, it's going to do the final step for the vaccine. Then I need to go to the door that the disc opens, and that's gonna be the final battle, and then we're done. But yeah, and because the entire guild is now in a strike, basically, the city has decided that instead of trying to appease them, because they're run by a completely crooked, corrupt, kind of a political player, they decide instead to start up their own set of tiny guilds with basically amateurs to try and compensate, and the players are going to be one of many such guilds. And I created a grid. Oh fuck! I created a grid on whoa on paper. Now let's pick these up. There's no room now. Okay, well, no. But yeah, I created this grid on paper where I had like multiple different categories for the players to roll on, which would be their like starting resources as a guild. How like fancy is their precinct going to be? How fancy are their starting equipment based off of their guild going to be? How fancy, you know, their reputation is with the people, how fancy their reputation is in the field with their like their colleagues and higher ups, and what else were there, like how fancy is their like actual space going to be in the in their HQ, how many rooms do they have, and all of that, and and also staff. The players got to roll how many staff members they have working in their guild provided by the city, and then for each staff member I had them roll what the quality of the staff member is. Like if the players are going to be level 1 characters, they can't expect that they're like clerks or prison guards or like doctors and interrogators or people like that are going to be, you know, professionals either. So they got to roll on those things, and the players had a ton of fun doing that, and it gave me a lot of like fantastic direction in terms of like running a detective agency style Pathfinder urban campaign, and they wound up rolling that they're in the slums and all these kinds of different things. So it's a lot of flavorful fun, and that's what's up ahead for me in the near future. On the 1st of next month, they're gonna release the Player Core 2, and I'm gonna get that. I've pre-ordered that one, and I'm gonna get that once it comes out. And after that, we're gonna go to character creation with all those options available to us, and we're gonna start the campaign. It's gonna be a ton of fun. I've already drawn so much like art about NPCs and made charts about like all sorts of political factions and gangs in the slums and all sorts of stuff like that. Neat, nifty stuff. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. I already have a couple of detective cases, like 3 detective cases in mind, but after that it's pretty much like, yeah, you can't do that, you can't like wonder if I need to. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to like go to sharing separately now from here. Let's still keep that 6%. I can still mow down a couple of zombies with this. Oh yeah, I told Leon to go get Sherry. Thank you, memory, for serving me this one time. Put the disc there. I just saved the game because now all that remains is the final battle, and on easy it's pretty easy. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this fall. This autumn is gonna be filled with Age of Sigmar, and it's gonna be filled with Pathfinder, and I'm hype. I'm hype.
5 minutes until detonation.
There. Now it's time. That's the coolest form the guy has. It's super cool. He shapeshifts into a form now that's his final form in this playthrough. If you play, I've seen clips of the playthrough if you play both scenarios and then third one. Having never done that, it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, he still has one more form because it's like an extended final battle. Let's see. I'm still fine. Good. So now I'll just have to wait for him to hop around, and once he comes back to the ground, I'll... Fuck. Don't one-shot me now. I'm tapping the fucking menu button like crazy. I'm still fine. There. Yeah. It's pretty clear that there's very little strategy involved if you're just standing in place, healing yourself, and just shooting off the grenades, so I can definitely see if somebody wants to, like, stimulate their strategic mind, you know. It's playing on easy is not the way to go, but that ain't me. That ain't me. There. Still need to run one corridor ahead and the end comes. There. The game is done. Get to the chopper!
Sherry's unconscious.
I have the antidote. If I give it to her.
Claire, what's happening?
Not now. Come on, Sherry, wake up. Wake up. Please wake up. Claire? Where am I?
It worked!
Oh, Sherry. You're gonna be okay.
It's over.
No. I have to find my brother.
You're right. This is just the beginning.
My God has protected you. It will always be with you. Claire. Sherry.
There you go. Is it gonna give me some stats? Well, let's see if... Can I skip? God damn it, can't skip it, so screw it. Thanks for watching. We'll see what sort of videos I'll make in the future, but yeah, this was fun to grab another PlayStation 1 nostalgia fest here and get to it, and it's been a great summer. There's still some of it left, but I'm definitely looking forward to the autumn, not in terms of weather, but definitely in terms of my hobby stuff. But yeah, thanks for hanging around, and see ya.